Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the #1 virtual fight capital in the world. It is Saturday and it's championship night here in the ESFL. We welcome you guys to ESFL 115 featuring the PlayStation side of things. I am your host and play-by-play commentator Kingsley, and alongside me is the host with the most, my color analysis guy for the evening, the one, the only, the best interviewer in the whole community, the one and only Mikey Thunderdome. Mikey, how you doing today, man?
Oh my gosh, Kingsley, I am so freaking excited, man. These PS4/PS5 cards are always so much fun, and we got Lil Z showing out today. So, I mean, you can't be more excited for something like that. Kingsley, bro, this is going to be top tier.
It's going to be amazing. We're live here on Twitch and on YouTube, and we have 9 spectacular fights for you guys. We're just going to run down the whole fight card for you guys right now. In our first fight, it's going to be Sick War versus Jassium WR, then Leon Stolz versus Stealth Ninja, following that up. And then in the next matchup, it's going to be Martial Machine 2-0 going against Spill Actions. And then the next matchup, Glass Table Girls versus 11 Bravo, a former EuroFL champion. And then the next contest, Perseus going against Kai W, a very excellent matchup. And then going on, we're live versus OG Bulldog, a battle of the ESFL vets. And then in our last match, before the co-main and main event, it's going to be LS Mad Turk and Host Ninja. And then Mikey, the co-main and main event look amazing. Tell us what those fights are.
Yeah, if there is a legal way I could deconstruct all those last 2 fights and put them directly into my veins, I would. Papa Doc versus Goat 1099 at the bantamweight. I mean, come on, man. These two are going to have to strike. These two are going to have to grapple. It's going to be ideal, perfect, as good as it gets, right? And then, of course, we got, as I mentioned, right, Lil Z versus DavyH. Zyaf, the young prodigy, the young king, going against DavyH. DavyH has got a lot on his plate, but I've seen that guy do some pretty amazing things on the sticks, so it's more than possible Zyaf gets knocked off today. I don't know. I doubt it, right? But we're all going to sit here. We got our predictions going. So remember, chat, we do that for you guys. I'm not flexing a super big bankroll as of lately because I made some poor decisions, but it is what it is, right? We got to keep going. We got to keep moving forward. So guys, please use those predictions. Those are for you. I see 60 people in the chat. I am holding you guys to it.
Yeah, and be amazed about this main event. I mean, this is for the PlayStation ESFL Championship. That's a 5-round main event. It's going to be spectacular, and we're just going to get things started off with our first fight, ready to go. Again, it is Sick War versus Jassium, both making their debuts, but on the scouting report, these guys know how to fight in UFC 4.
Yeah, I mean, these two guys know how to fight in UFC 4. They were good in UFC 3. I'm sure some of them were good in UFC 2, right? Sick War, he's known as a high-level boxer. He's got some pretty sick combos, so we're going to be able to see this fight hopefully stay on the feet for this opener, man. Everybody loves a good bang opener. And then, of course, Jassium WR, man, he's very well-rounded. It's in his name, right? Great stamina management, and he's going to try and work your body down to a pulp. So Sick War is going to have a lot on his hands. I don't know how this one goes. That's why you guys are going to do your predictions, right?
And you can see the new branding, new options for the Venom kit for the UFC 4 live now. We saw the Venom Invitational from yesterday in the UFC Twitch channel, now being debuted here in an ESFL. And we see Wanderlei Silva, unorthodox pick, going against a Nick Diaz, which you have to think very interesting matchup. Probably going to be a stand-up brawl than what we see in this first couple of seconds here, Yuri.
I had to check my clock and make sure that we were still in 2020. This fight right here would have been amazing back in the day, and it was amazing back in the day. Wanderlei Silva's got those signature hooks, right? You're going to have to really be careful with those. And, of course, when it comes to the Diaz brothers, you got that really fast 1-2, but they're about to touch him up. This is going to be great.
And here we go. This is your first fight of ESFL 115. Again, Sick War using Wanderlei Silva in the red gloves, going against in the blue gloves, using Nick Diaz. And already we're seeing just punches and bunches coming in the center of the octagon, trying to use some of that change of levels, using some uppercuts, both guys connecting. It seems like we're going to have much more of a trade war going in these first couple of rounds as both guys are just swinging for the fences right here, Mikey.
Yeah, Jassium's doing a really good job of keeping those combinations crisp and moving forward while doing it. That's how Nick Diaz is the best. He continues to move forward and eat some of those punches and really start peppering his opponents. Not in real life, right? Nick Diaz is gonna try to wear you down for round 3, but in this game, man, Nick Diaz is a murderer when it comes to the feet. So I'm liking what I'm seeing, really utilizing that southpaw. You know, Nick Diaz also has a pretty solid rear kick to the body. I'd like to see that incorporated just a little bit. Sick War doing a very good job of working those hooks. Got to be a little more accurate with them, though, Kingsley.
And already we're getting closer and closer to the halfway mark. Good body shots coming out from Jassium, but so far Sick War so slick, but it's getting punished a bunch a little bit. And now we have to see if he's going to keep continuing trying to go to that bite, because it seems like every time he's getting a trade, he's getting pieced up. But right now, has his opponents back to the cage, using those body shots very nicely, but gets one in return. And so far, you have to think it's all about who can drain that stamina and just deplete that body health as this fight keeps on going on.
Yeah, I'd like to see Silva go for a clinch attempt. I know everybody just cringed a little bit when I said that. You could use the clinch as nice as I can put it, in a sick way, right? Sick way, right? Get that clinch going, start working that body down just a little bit, man, because that's the way you beat the Diaz brothers. Work on that stamina, because those Diaz's love to really start ripping off combos in the later seconds of the round. I'd like to see him try and grapple just a little bit, Kingsley. Nice combo.
2 minutes. Yeah, very nice combo. Under 2 minutes, as we see here, Sick War just staying more of the aggressor, but gets punished for his troubles. That head health blinking a little bit, trying to get some combos going, but nice body shot. Jassium doing a very nice job just keeping his opponent at bay. These body shots are hurting, but not as much as the head health of Sick War. And now they're just coming to blows, as we see just a body uppercuts landing, body shots with the kicks landing, but a nice catch into a right hook landing for Jassium. Jassium using a lot of stamina, but able to use that Nick Diaz very nicely, because he's going to have a lot of stamina going on these rounds. But Sick War, I feel like, Mikey, how do you think Sick War needs to approach this? He's using a lot of body shots, but he's getting punished when his head health.
Yeah, I mean, this is the casual trade of body health versus head health. Sick War has taken the nod, trying to work down that body. Again, I would love to see him clinch up, but I don't think they're about that. I think these two are about standing and banging, which I can only appreciate. Beautiful kick there. Nice catch. Also, what I'm seeing out of Sick War, I'm seeing him use that lead body kick quite a bit. I'd like to see him go to that rear body kick and really go to that open side. Yeah, I got to give that first round to Jassium, right? I think he definitely did just a tad bit more damage. And I think if Sick War can really come back in this fight, it's going to be through the grappling index, not going to the ground. You don't want to jump in Diaz's guard, but really start off with that clinch. Yeah, I got to give this 10-9 to Jassium.
And as we approach the second round right here, the referee trying to get both competitors ready to go. As we see a touch of gloves. Again, Sick War in the red gloves using Wanderlei Silva that we really don't usually see in the ESFL. Going against Jassium using the Nick Diaz, another person that we rarely don't see anymore in the ESFL. But now, trying to catch a leg, doesn't really get the full takedown or just lets it go. And now we're back in the phone booth, trying to gauge their distance a little bit. We see some jabs trying to disrupt the black gauge a little bit, trying to open up their opponent. And we see a little bit of Sick War trying to use that duck, trying to change that opponent, trying to make him be predictable a little bit. But so far, not really working out well, as he is getting attacked. He's losing a lot of black gauge. Right now, body shots landing very nicely for Sick War, but Sick War needs to find a way to just gauge the distance. As you see, 56-47 in favor of total strikes landed Jassium. Jassium just taking a slower approach than what he did in the first round right here, Mikey.
Yeah, which is smart, right? Like, you're winning the fight. You might as well keep this fight at distance and utilize that reach. Nice block on the flying knee there. That could have been dangerous. If I'm Jassium, I'm doing exactly what I'm doing, right? Just kind of piecing them apart, picking your shots, not really wanting to go out there and sell out to get this knockout early in the second round. If that knockout comes to you, bro, it'll come to you. It's beautiful. There it is. Work down that block and then get the drop. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. Sick War's going to have to change his game plan coming up pretty soon because he's losing. Yeah, this is getting ugly. He's losing the stand-up war right now. He's going to have to change his game plan. Oh, my gosh. What? Oh, my gosh. Can you believe that just happened, Kingsley? Oh, man, that was so fast.
I mean, I can believe it after the first round, but Jassium getting a nice KO victory, as you see in the replays. Just attacking the body with a left hook and then coming back with the right to the head. And that was all she wrote. Jassium doing a nice performance in his first, actually his season 2 debut here in the ESFL. Looking really good. Maybe a nice up-and-comer in the ESFL PlayStation side, but just a good area of just like not avoiding trades as much, but able to just disrupt his opponent enough to just hit the body, work the body, and then go straight to the head, and it just worked out and paid dividends for him to get that first ever victory. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very fast combination that got the job done. You know, Jassium with Nick Diaz really working down that block gauge just to a T, man, and then just let go of a combination, let go of a quick flurry, dropped him and knocked him clean out. I mean, doesn't get too much better than that in your first fight. You want to just get the job done. He did exactly that. Yeah, Kingsley, you can't really take anything away from him, man. He pretty much handled business from the start to finish.
Yeah, and you have to think there's always two sides of the coin when it comes to these fights. We always have a winner that has an impressive view in Jassium, but unfortunately, he got caught in too many trades. He was attacked by it, but then once he got caught, and it just seemed like he didn't have an answer. Is there any advice that you give to Sick War coming off of a debut loss? I mean, there has to be plenty of stuff that he could work on possibly.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can work on. I think that the Wanderlei Silva pick might not have been the best. And then, like I said, man, if you need it, go to that clinch, go to that grappling, and then, try your best to slow the fight down. You don't want to get into many mix-up with the Diaz brothers in any weight class, right? I definitely say the Wanderlei Silva, although it's admirable, right? Like, you pick Silva, like, great for you, but you can't get the job done very well against a good Diaz if you're going against the Silva Kingsley.
Absolutely. And just to think, we still have 8 more fights to go. All these fights are going to be amazing for you. Again, we are live on Twitch and on YouTube. This is ESFL 115, where our main event is going to be for the PlayStation ESFL Championship title. Zyaf versus DavyH, both undefeated. Someone's O has to go. And Mikey, I think we're ready for a second fight as both guys are in the bantamweight division fighter selection screen. It is going to be Leon Souls, who is 1-1, ranked 24 in the PS4 rankings, going against Stealth Ninja, a last-minute replacement fighter coming in on notice. And you have to think, very good matchup. Like, we know late-minute replacements always have a knack of putting on the best shows.
Yeah, well, Leon Stolz, man, he's a great kickboxer, and he's got that good footwork. And going back to what you were saying about these last-minute step-ins, they take so much out of you. Your heart rate is going from a resting rate to an, oh my God, I'm about to get knocked out on live TV if I don't bring my best stuff. Big shout out to Stealth Ninja. Yours truly actually ran into a little bit of a problem with the last-minute replacement. It is what it is, right? We're going to move on. Stealth Ninja, of course, he's real calculated, right? He's going to be like Anderson Silva on the mat, man. He's going to try and work those kicks. And then you know what? It is what it is, man. Stealth Ninja is going to try and ground you as much as possible. He is a killer. That is the truth.
And already we saw a new fighter come into the UFC 4 being used in his debut for the ESFL. Rob Font is going to be in the blue gloves. I think he's going to be used by Stealth Ninja right there. So it'll be interesting to see how he's used in the ESFL meta. But Munoz being used by Leon Sol, who is 1-1. And here we go. Already a different kind of pace of what we saw in the first round. Both guys trading in the pocket. Leg kicks being landed by Leon, but Leon needs to find a way to not make that so obvious. He needs to find a way to just try to change up, mix up the combinations a little bit. Nice push kick from Leon. Leon using a lot to work the body, and now he's opened up the head a little bit. But Stealth Ninja, he's trading up and landing with some uppercuts. A big maneuver, using that stamina to good use, using the new character, Rob Font, in the game, and he's doing it really nicely right here, Mikey.
Yeah, Rob Font, man, he's got those great boxing combinations. He's got a lot of pop behind him as well. Leon Stolz is trying to do his best to work the body down. From what I've seen, it's not really working. He's getting caught by some uppercuts going down to that well. I think Rob Font and Stealth Ninja are very, very prepared for that. Nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Leon Stolz doing the smart thing. You're going to want to try and ground Mr. Rob Font and Stealth Ninja because him on his back is a lot less dangerous than him on the feet.
There it is.
Yep, and there. Yeah, it's a very good game plan. Able to deny that sprawl attempt there. Going straight for the Kimura. Uh-oh, this could be dangerous. It looked like Stealth Ninja got out to a good start, not going to get it there. But, you know, those tester submission attempts, right? Like, you try and get those submissions down and just see what his game plan are going to be. Man, Kingsley, from what I'm seeing, top mount is a very dangerous position, brother. How do you feel about, you know, what's the best game plan to get out of this?
mean, the best game plan is try and not get submitted. I mean, you could be as patient as you want, but you need to have some kind of action. Just avoid all the stamina. I mean, you see Leon Sells, he used a lot of stamina to get in a timeout position. He gets put automatically in the half guard. So if he's just able to change up the levels, trying to go back into full mount, as he's trying to do here, trying to play a little bit of a chess game, not able to do it. He gets denied. But kudos for Leon Sells. I mean, he got rocked earlier in the first round right here, but now he's doing a good job taking the fight where he wants it. He's using a lot of grapple advantage in favor of Stealth Ninja, but again, those denials working so nicely in favor of Leon Sells. Leon Sells just taking complete control, and I wouldn't be shocked if he takes control of the rest of this whole round on the ground.
Ooh, this is bad here. That back sitting armbar. Recently, the ESFL just banned the rear naked choke, so you're going to have to try out for that armbar right there. That back sitting position becomes a little bit less dangerous because, let's be honest, it's a little easy to get there. It looks like he's going to get out of this armbar right here, but he's showing really, really good submission offense. I think Stealth Ninja is just being a little bit slicker with his defense. I'm going to get it into full guard again. Not much time to work for both of these competitors. Obviously, Stealth Ninja is going to try and posture up and do just a little bit of damage. He does. He gets the posture up. Nothing going there. You work down the block just a little bit. Man, if you could give draws in this game, I think that one would be close. But I got to give it to Stealth Ninja for that early on rock. And I think the game is going to give it to him for that early on rock there, Kingsley.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replays right here, it seemed like it was a good for Stealth Ninja, able to get the rock. But then again, when it went to the ground, it seemed like the whole script has changed in favor of Leon Sells. So it'll be interesting. We might see a grappler versus striker kind of matchup going in the second round. Now it's up to these fighters. How are they going to adapt? How are they going to try to find their way to implement their game right here? As we see the referee, Herb Dean, getting both fighters ready. A nice class of respect, touching the gloves. And here we go again. Leon Sells using Munoz in the red gloves. Stealth Ninja in the blue using the new character, Rob Font. Oh! Leon Sells trying to load up that overhand, not able to land it. He just fainted a little bit. Trying to use those leg kicks, trying to see if he could possibly take this fight down to the ground. If it goes to a striking belt, Stealth Ninja might have his number, but we'll see how it goes here, Mikey.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Leon Sells needs to try and do. Abandon the kickboxing game plan. And just really start working your grappling, right? Like he's obviously kind of one step ahead of you when it comes to the striking department. Either that or really start working those body teeps, right? We've seen the greats like Mr. Blake Tyler, Mr. Suave Jamie, and really work those bodies down with those body teeps over time. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. He's trying to work the body down, but it's just not working for him. Every time he goes down there, I think Stealth Ninja is doing a very good job of throwing a nice array of uppercuts to kind of discourage you from going down there.
Yeah, and already we haven't seen a takedown just yet. Oh, as soon as they said a commentator, but gets denied by Stealth Ninja, able to get in the clinch and have his opponents back to cage, attacking the body a little bit. And so far, so good. Stealth Ninja, knowing that if it's going to go to the ground, I'm going to take it to where I want to be. And now he has control of the back. And we might possibly see a rear naked choke. But no, goes into a backside. Stealth Ninja now take it to the ground. Now, Mikey, if you were Stealth Ninja right here, would you try to keep it on the ground or would you try to keep it standing up? Because that's when you have the best ability to get your opponent rocked.
Yeah, I mean, look, the fact of the matter is if you can, you keep your opponent grounded with top position. And it's a very dangerous spot here for Leon, right? Like, there's not many ways he could get back that top position right there. Good denial, able to get him off of his back. I don't mind grappling with strikers. I think you grapple when necessary. We've seen the top players in the world do that. But yeah, and as I mentioned, that rear naked choke is no longer in play. So that is going to be a little bit of a game plan change for both of these fighters. I think a good job there with the ESFL banning that rear naked choke. And I think it was a good call altogether. But what I'm liking out of Stealth Ninja right now is his ability to change the game plan whenever it comes to him. And then Leon Sells is going to 100. I like that. Get freaky with it. Get different. Wear the Venom fight kick with pride. Be a snake. Be slimy. Go out there and make this fight disgusting and dirty. You will get the win if you could throw Mr. Stealth Ninja off of his game plan. But man, if you're just turning in this to a traditional fighting match, a traditional boxing match, you're going to lose to Rob Font and Stealth Ninja, Kingsley.
And as we see, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the second round. We see both guys land really nicely. Oh, a huge whiff from the strike from Leon Sells. He's able to get the uppercut. And that will be the end of the second round. Nice show of respect right here. And Mike, I have to get your thoughts on this whole scenario. How do you think this whole fight's going at the end of 2 rounds right here?
Yeah, I'm going to have to give this one to Stealth Ninja. He's done far more damage, and he's done a lot more. He's let go of a lot of combinations that I just don't think Pedro Munoz can really handle. Leon Stolz is going to 100% have to get a finish here, Kingsley.
And as we see, it's the start of the third round. Both touch him up to get the fight going. And here we go again. Leon Stolz in the red gloves. Rob Font being used by Stealth Ninja. And so far, so good. We're seeing both guys just 70 octagon. Mikey, as I try to get ready to go with this whole fight.
Yeah. Well, okay. So look, here's what I'm seeing right now. I'm really seeing Leon Stolz do a good job of selling out. And there it is. Beautiful rock. He drops him down to the ground. The up kick saves his life for the time being. But exactly what you need to do here. Just get freaky with it, bro. Go full Tony Ferguson and really try and knock this dude out as fast as possible. Maybe even try and go for those elbows. I know Pedro Munoz has those. Man, just really get dirty, and I like that. You've essentially said, look, here's the line, brother. I'm here to beat you. You're here to beat me. I'm not going to let it happen. You're going to have to make it happen. And this is exactly what Mr. Leon Stolz needed to do from the beginning. Stop lulling yourself to sleep by these beautiful striking combinations that Mr. Rob Font has thrown, and just get nasty. If you eat a punch, so be it. Trust in yourself, and you are good at this game. You will get the job done, man. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. That was a beautiful rock. Completely changed the complexion of the fight. Now we're going to probably see Mr. Stealth Ninja hold on to a 2-round lead, but we're not going to see Leon Stolz allow that. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Beautiful distance work there. And Kingsley, man, this fight just turned into something completely different than what we thought it was ever going to be.
Well, another famous commentator in sports business has just picked up right here in this third and final round. I mean, that could change up the whole fight. I mean, we don't know how those last 2 rounds are going to go as a scorecard, so it could be anyone. Oh, and a vicious rock right there. Oh, the uppercut's not making a connection with Stealth Ninja. Stealth Ninja able to survive, but man, oh, but the pull counter into the uppercut, knocking his opponent down. And oh, Leon can't get the punish. He can't get to the posture up. As an up kick denies the ability, but Stealth Ninja, he needs to find a way to just continue the momentum. Gets a head kick, but not really as much connecting. The head hook blinking for Leon Stolz. And Mikey, this could be insane for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, 1 minute left here in the fight. Stealth Ninja trying his best to get the finish. Oh my God, Pedro Munoz. Oh, he gets the drop. He's not even going to try and jump into that guard. A pull uppercut. Another up kick saves the day.
Oh my God.
Another head kick.
Wow.
What is going on? What is going on? Oh my
madness.
God.
It is madness. What are we doing here?
What the hell? Oh my God, that was amazing. That was amazing. What just happened? What just happened? My heart. Oh my God, I don't know if I could take this. That was beautiful. The 1-2 head kick puts him away. Whoa.
But there sure is fireworks here in the ESFL. I mean, back and forth. Rock to another rock to a knockdown, back to another knockdown. And then the final signature on this whole fight was a head kick from Leon Stolz as it goes to be 2-1 in the ESFL. And my goodness, I think the chat got their watch, their subscriptions worth, their watching worth. I mean, what an incredible fight to get this whole fight card started. And that's only our second fight of ESFL 115. I mean, incredible showing by Leon Stolz. And man, kudos for Stealth Ninja for coming in as a short minute replacement. But man, that fight was super close. I mean, it could have been anyone's around that third round.
Yeah, that was Stealth Ninja's fight 100%. Leon Stolz, man, did a fantastic job to pull that fight back around and get the job done. And Kingsley, you touched on this. I'm going to say it. Guys, I see we have 100 viewers here on the Twitch chat. If your ass is not liked and rang that notification bell, then that's on you, bro. I know the UFC is going on right now, but you're not going to get that kind of action anywhere else other than right here, right now. I need you. I beg you. I plead you for your own health hit the like button, ring the notification bell, bro. That was fantastic. That was amazing action. I'm not going to accept anything less than you selling out and making it happen. I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe what I just saw. That could be uploaded on YouTube as a standalone fight, and that would get just thousands of views, man. I mean, goodness gracious, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Kingsley, I'm at a loss for words right now, bro, because that was just freaking fantastic action. And then guess what? Guess what? Martial Machine's fighting right next. So, I mean, goodness gracious, we got more stuff for you. That was only 2 fights. I can't really, bro. Take it away, bro. I can't handle this.
It's going to be insane. I mean, as you said, we still have more incredible fights coming at your way here on live Twitch, on Twitch and on YouTube. I mean, as you said it, Martial Machine is going against Spill Actions in our next contest. As we see, both guys are in the featherweight division in the fire selection screen. I mean, we see Spill Actions hovering around the Conor McGregor, but Martial Machine has been talking a lot on Twitter saying, put some respect on his name. He is his own person. He's not even a person. He's a literal machine. And he did that the last time he was on the ESFL card. And he looks to make more magic going into this matchup and higher caliber action against opponent in Spill Action. So going into Scout Report, Mikey, I mean, this is looking to be an incredible matchup, especially coming off of that last fight that we saw.
Yeah, I mean, look, this fight is going to be an absolute banger of a fight. Of course, Spill Actions being Spillward, you know, the 8X Muay Thai champion himself, able to really get the job done on the feet. But guess what? This guy has elite level grappling, and Martial Machine does whatever he can to get the job done, right? I'm really big on Martial Machine. This guy is an absolute killer, and if you don't have any respect on his name, he's going to try and make it so coming up around this fight. Spill Actions, I believe, locked in Conor McGregor, and I believe Martial Machine went with Volkanovski. Am I correct there?
I think it was
Volkanovski. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's going to be a McGregor versus Volkanovski. Martial Machine is definitely going to try and work down those legs and try and get the job done.
And an incredible match to show. Conor McGregor versus Volkanovski. I mean, very stylistically, leg kicks versus the left straight. Very interesting to see. As again, we are going to see Spill Actions in the red gloves using Conor McGregor. In blue, it's going to be Martial Machine 2-0, trying to make it 3-0 in this contest. And already trying to go for a takedown right there. Martial Machine tries to do, but again, he's just winning the bite. He's trying to figure out a way to open up Spill Actions, but Spill Actions is a whole different competition when it comes to it. But right now, we're seeing the push kicks landing from Spill Actions. Spill Actions is trying to find his way to just keep his opponent at bay, and just some good counterpunches, just some patient aggressiveness that we're seeing from Spill Actions so far right here, Mikey.
Yeah, Spill Actions is going to try and keep that Conor McGregor jab in your face the whole fight, and that's exactly what he should do. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Martial Machine's going to have to figure a way to get into this long reach from McGregor. And nice leg kick there. That's exactly what he needs to do. He's got to be careful not to get his front leg worked. Hey, that's perfect right there. Really try and work on your grappling. Conor McGregor and Spill Actions able to get it into that tie whip, take him down. Going to go for a little bit of a stamina drain, which is very intelligent. What I'm seeing out of Martial Machine is he's going into that switch stance. He's got to avoid fight. Oh, my God. Beautiful head kick. That was Viper-esque. Able to really do a little bit of damage right there. Work that head health down. And if that's exactly what Martial Machine does, he needs to work down that long-term head health. Make it scary for McGregor to really rip off combinations, because that's exactly what Spill Actions does. And I like what I'm seeing there. Kind of stand your ground. Say, nuh-uh, buddy. You come here. I'm not chasing you around the octagon, Kingsley.
And we're seeing the center octagon is being taken by Martial Machine. But again, his kicks come out the way of leg kicks of his own. But again, who's going to check the first leg kicks? As we see a nice combination from a moment ago from Spill Actions, doing a nice job. And now the takedown landing for the Martial Machine. And now we go into the chess game that is the ground game in UFC 4 and into a posture up. Just attacking the body just one time, just being patient, not really wanting to make a mistake, trying to get a reversal. But if you're Conor McGregor, you don't want to be on the ground. You want to try to find a way to get yourself up, as he does right here. Spill Actions is able to get into the clinch. But now the taking of the back from Martial Machine. Nice. Martial Machine taking the back, going on side control. Good job. As we're approaching the 130 mark right here. And again, Spill Actions is able to get up the first time, but will he be able to get up a second time right here, Mikey?
Yeah, both these fighters working on their grapple advantage. I don't think so. Spill Actions and Conor McGregor is a guard you could take a 15-minute nap in. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Keep Mr. McGregor on his back and work down that stamina, if you will. Try and deny some transitions. And just do your best to keep McGregor grounded, right? You're going to win the fight if you have control time and posture up, do some significant strikes if need be. But yeah, I got to give this round to Martial Machine with 30 seconds left. Hopefully he doesn't do anything to get rocked right here. Spill Actions is going to really have to sell out and try and get a rock here to get this round back. Or you just play it smart and say, look, I know I probably lost round one, but I got some stuff I can change up. I'd like to... Boom! Oh my gosh. Surprised that wasn't a rock there. Going for that lead hook kick. Yeah, I got to give that first round to Martial Machine, right? Like, I think that was a very expertly played round, really working those leg kicks. Those judges love those leg kicks. So, very intelligent round there. Martial Machine able to get the job done in round one. Kingsley.
Interesting enough, we saw in the fight sets a little bit of a second. It was like 56-46 in favor of Spill Actions, but 10-12, I think it's leading in favor of Martial Machine. Let's see how they go in the second round. And already we see Martial Machine, excuse me, I apologize. Just landing some combinations and going for a takedown again, but gets counter and gets denied. And now attacking the body, Spillax is not doing. Just actually, he goes for it now. He was trying to change the levels, trying to not be as predictable, but this is kind of where you want to be if you Spill Actions. Drain that signal, work on the body, keep your opponent uncomfortable when it comes to the clinch. But now we're seeing Spill Actions. As you see, total strikes landed 66-49 in favor of Spill Actions. But again, he's doing more, and now those leg kicks coming in, landing not both competitors. Spill Actions trying to land those left hooks, those left jabs. Oh, but the check in the right leg is now hurt. Will Spill Actions change his stance? He's saying that he wants the power in that stance. But again, Martial Machine, he's going to keep attacking those legs. And now, but this is rock. This is rock for Spill Actions. Gonna stick with it. Now he switches his stance, knowing he has the rock. Mikey, very interesting that he waited till he got the rock to switch his stance right there.
Right. So Kingsley, they just traded rocks right there. So this round goes back to even Stevens. But if I got to give this small victory to Martial Machine, it's that you got McGregor to change his stance before you had to change your stance with Volkanovski. Very intelligent there. If he tries to work the grappling, as I'm seeing he's doing a little bit, get him into that tie whip, those unblockable uppercuts, those stinky unblockable uppercuts. Spill Actions returns the favor, going for the body. So far, you've won this fight essentially because you're going to make McGregor fight all third round with a switch stance, which he's going to lose a good, decent amount of his power. Martial Machine needs to continue to try and make this a grappling match. The round is probably even Stevens right now. Try and sell out, go for the clinch, really get McGregor on his back and see if you could hold him down for a solid minute and a half. But I got a feeling Martial Machine, the pride in him, is not going to allow that. He's saying, I could trade with the best of them. Beautiful head kick right there. But he gets a rock right back.
But he gets rocked.
He's going to have to move his head. He's going to have to move his head. Oh, my gosh, Kingsley.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that head kick was going to be a rock opportunity. But again, Spill Actions able to get the rock himself. I mean, even though he had to switch his stance, he still has enough combinations in his wheelhouse to get the rock. And now Martial Machine just working the left leg now, trying to get as close as the red health of the red leg. Oh, but a nice front kick landing. Martial Machine doing some nice job. Even though he's got rock tries, he is working on the limbs and the body parts of Spill Actions. Tries to go for an overhead, not really landing. Spill Actions being very cautious with 30 seconds, trying to land the 1-2 into an uppercut. Oh, getting the nice right straight in his face. Now disrupting the black gaze. He knows he has close, but again, he's not checking those kicks. Tries to go for a head kick, not landing for Spill Actions. And now it's just all about who's using their stamina, who's going to use the 5 seconds to try and land a strike. And that will go into the end of the second round. And man, look at it, 43-31 in that second round right there. Mikey, who do you have it for that second round?
I got to give that round to Spill Actions. So we're looking at a tight matchup here going into the round of 3. This is where it's going to get a little tricky right here. Both these fighters are going to have to do it as they touch him up 50 seconds into the first round.
Yeah, and already we're seeing different kind of pace. No one wants to make the mistake. We know the leg kicks have been working really nicely for Volkanovski and Martial Machine. But now we have to see if Spillax is going to answer kind of as a pull. Answers, having the grapple advance, it gets the takedown right there. Martial Machine, this is kind of where he wants to be. Denies the transition for Spillax, and now into the posture, but doesn't go for his strike. He wants to be a little bit more patient. He goes for it now, attacking the bite, tagging the face, trying to disrupt that black gaze a little bit. And you kind of have to think, Mikey, this is where he wants to be. If he's able to take it, but gets reversed. And now it's up to Spillax. Will he try to stand up, or will he stay in this ground situation and try to win this round right here?
Yeah, expert denial there for Martial Mind. This guy is able, just like that. He gets the first posture up denial, able to build up a little GA, get back into that top position. Man, I don't know how much Spill Actions won round 2 by. I don't. Oh, nice get up there. That is a risky transition, but able to get it. I'd like to see Martial Machine try and go back for that leg kick if you catch Spill Actions in a chance to try and get a cheap rock. Martial Machine's fighting very well. Got to avoid getting into these long combination battles with Conor McGregor because you'll lose those 10 times out of 10. Really just be a single strike operator. That's the best bet for Martial Machine. And not go away from your technicality, right? That's what makes Martial Machine so good is he's very technical with his striking. Do not step away from that or you will find yourself on the mat blacked out. Beautiful body knee. Yeah, if I'm Spill Actions right here, I'm got to throw caution to the wind and just blitz. I got to just blitz, man, because I don't know how close that fight was. I know Martial Machine definitely won round 1, but I think Spill Actions, it could have been a little bit closer. Spill Actions is doing a good job of continuing to utilize that jab and that long Conor McGregor reach as he gets a rock there. That could have changed. And he gets a return rock and another drop. Oh, my gosh.
They're in from the second fight. It's Mom Spaghetti time. Who is going to get the last knockdown or knockout? And it's not just 1:15 left here in the third round. The front kicks. He's using those front kicks a lot. Martial Machine tries to back it, but no, he was going to get punished. And now it's up. Who's going to make the final mistake? Who's going to work on the legs? The head kick. Oh, he's trying to punish, but Spillax is not even close enough. He's gauging the distance. He's managing the distance a little bit more. Spillax is trying to go for the kill. 40 seconds left. Catches the leg, not really doing much. Martial Machine trying to go for the pull. Trying to preemptively strike. Goes into the glance. Working the uppercut. The head health is blinking. 30 seconds under. Front kick landing, but not really doing much damage. And now it's back and forth. Who's going to use the slips? And we're getting close and close. 10 seconds left. Let's see how it goes down. It will go to the judges' scorecards. Man, what an incredible fight. Very back and forth. It's going to be challenging to see how the judges score it right here.
Yeah, I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that fight was so eerily close. I've been in this position where you're sitting here, you want to help out the production side of the ESFL, but man, I just want to press A and get back to and see who won this fight. I'm gonna have to give this one to Spill Actions. I think he did just enough to get the job done. Martial Machine had a very decent game plan.
With the scorecards. 29-28. Ooh, Spill Actions gets the victory, 29-28. Interesting how they scored those rounds, but very close, very amazing matchup. Martial Machine not able to pull consecutive wins after the last contest that he has, but Spill Actions becomes at 500, becoming 3-3 in this whole ESFL new season career. But man, Spill Actions put off a show in that third and final round.
I'm biting my fingernails because I have to, right? This card has been so close down to the wire. I mean, my goodness gracious, this is going to be a card of the year candidate. I think it's as close as it gets when it comes down to it. And then look, the fact of the matter is, if you're Martial Machine, you're not taking too much away from yourself, right? You did exactly what you had to do. You went out there and you tried your best. You almost got the job done. You're not really shaking your head after this one, right? Because Spill Actions was just being Spill Actions, right? Able to get the job done. You know, I mean, look, Spill Actions, all the power to you, brother. You got the job done when it mattered the most. And, of course, Martial Machine, back to the drawing board, taking your first loss in the ESFL Season 2. You know, it's upsetting, right? But you just got to keep pressing forward. And Kingsley, I mean, we got a great matchup coming up right here, right? You know.
Yeah,
and look, we even got a fight card.
Yeah, before we even get to our next fight, I mean, let's take a look at this whole fight card to show you how many fights we have and what's on the line for tonight's main event. I mean, the PS4 ESFL Championship belt is on the line. Zyaf, the defending champion, 5-0, is going against DavyH, who was 3-0. So-and-so has to go the battle of the undefeated in our main event. And then the co-main, Papadoc versus Goat 1099. Mikey, I know you're super excited for that matchup, and this could be a possible title eliminator or maybe a number one contendership fight going that co-main.
Yeah, Papadoc versus Goat 1099. Look, guys, this is that one fight. This is that one fight you circle on the card and you say, man, oh man, I wish that was 5 rounds. I mean, goodness gracious, this is going to be as good as it gets. Two guys that are in desperate mode. I got to get the win. I got to get the job done. And this is just something that I very, very much respect. I wish, as I said, I wish I could have these last 2 fights chemicalized, put them directly into my veins, because this is going to be a freaking amazing co-main and main event coming right back up. I'd like to see what Glass Table Girls, formerly known as Rennie, is able to do against a good opponent in 11 Bravo. So, I mean, look, the rest of this stuff coming up. And then, of course, we got OG Bulldog, right? Big shout out to OG Bulldog. Guy is such a nice guy. He's never toxic in the Discord chat. He's always super positive. I really hope he goes out there and gets the job done. And in LS Perseus versus KIAW, Hamzat Shamayev, right? Like, let's see how this goes. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and please don't forget to put in your predictions for every single one of these fights. I think we are doing predictions for this whole ESFL 15 cards, 115's card, excuse me. So a lot of things are very interactive in the chat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, especially on our Twitch channel, but on our YouTube channel, you could conversate, you join the community and just be a part of this amazing fight card. Join our Discord. You just want to be more a part of this community. We'll talk more about the weekly stuff and all the plugs, but I think our next fight is ready to go. As you said, 11 Bravo, former UFL champion for one of our affiliate leagues, going against Glass Table Girls, formerly known as Rennie, and it's going to be in the featherweight division. And on this kind of report, they're looking to put on the show for the people out here tonight.
Yeah, look, you know exactly what you get when it comes down to Glass Table Girls, again, formerly known as Rennie. They're going to try and really work this new grapple advantage way. One thing I'm going to have to see out of Rennie, formerly Glass Table Girl. Oh my gosh, Glass Table Girls, formerly known as Rennie, right? They just banded the standing guillotine, right? And that's been like, you know, their go-to move. So we're going to see how she's able to adapt and really come back after that. I think they're going to do a very good job. They're just winners. She's a counter striker when it comes down to it. They're patient. They've heart. So, I mean, I think they're going to do a good job of adapting to these new rule sets. And, of course, 11 Bravo, he's adaptive. He's good for his top game, and he's going to try and work those submissions early on. I'm seeing Glass Table Girls locking in a Brian Ortega pick. And I got to feel like 11 Bravo, that's almost the perfect pick for him, right? Anthony Pettis, I think that's probably going to be the go-to one there for sure.
I mean, it could possibly be Showtime. I mean, it is Showtime. You're in one of the biggest cards that we have possibly this weekend. I mean, we have this card in tomorrow for ESFL 116, which is going to be amazing as well. But speaking of this contest, I'm excited to see what both competitors do in this octagon. I mean, Anthony Pettis versus Brian Ortega, heck of a matchup, as I think both of them locked it in.
Yep.
And hopefully we can this whole fight ready to go. As take it over here, Mikey, as we get ready with this action.
Yeah, well, what I'm seeing out of here is I'm seeing a Anthony Pettis versus Brian Ortega pick. Both fighters about to touch him up. And I'm really going to hope I see a little bit of striking out of 11 Bravo. Kind of take away the heart and soul of Glass Table Girls. And that is working into that clinch. Trying your best to work your way into there. And also, you got to be pretty careful. Glass Table Girls is a very solid counter striker, too. So you got to make sure not to get wrapped up too much into these exchanging wars. Beautiful leg kick to get the drop there. That spinning back kick is high risk and high reward as it comes. 11 Bravo is going to, you know, eventually try and get to the clinch and get to the cage, get this fight down to the ground. That's a beautiful pick with Pettis, right? Because you're going to get all the striking fun, but the ability to really grapple with the best of them. I'm interested to see when Glass Table Girls attempts that clinch. Really got to start bringing this fight in closer. You do not want to start trading with Anthony Pettis. Those kicks are aggressive and very, very, very dangerous. Beautiful lead hook there from Glass Table Girls, able to avoid that side kick 11 Bravo was. And what I'm seeing out of 11 Bravo is he's really trying to lull Glass Table Girls to sleep with these beautiful combinations and catch him over the head with a huge head kick. That's what I'm expecting out of him. Really start working that body down, and I'm seeing Glass Table Girls essentially getting outclassed right now. There's got to be a game plan switch up right here. You landed a front kick. You don't fall back in love with striking with Anthony Pettis, trying to go for that dangerous spinning side kick. There was the head kick right there for 11 Bravo, and I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Make this a grappling match. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Able to get into the backpack position, and again, you can't go for the rear naked choke anymore, Kingsley. We're going to see how this goes.
Yeah, we're going to see how this goes, and we always know that the ground game is more of a chess match, so it's all about what they are going to do. Glass Table Girls, they have the control. They're trying to find their way because they can use, there's stuff that's been banned that they usually use. So how they're going to implement, are they going to go to half control? Are they going to try to go timeout? What are they going to use to probably get their submission game going?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a couple of choke submissions that are still in play when it comes down to it, right? They're going to be a little bit more difficult to get, as it should be. Again, I stand by those rule changes. Beautiful, beautiful transition right there. Able to get Glass Table Girls into the back seating position. I'm really interested to see what Pettis can do here to try, and I'm not 100% sure if they have the armbar or not. Eventually you're going to have to try and work into top mount now, which, again, it kind of takes away from it just a bit, but it's a definite change that needed to happen. Able to get into that backside position, really able to throw it back into half guard. Glass Table Girls is doing a good job of defending all the nasty stuff when it comes to Anthony Pettis. And if I'm Pettis right here, I'm thinking, hey, what am I doing? I need to get back to this fight being on the feet, work that jab that was doing so well for you, and 10 seconds left, not able to get really anything going out of the submission. You're going to get a good teaser submission, right? You're going to see exactly what the defense looks like, and maybe eventually later on down the road, you're going to be able to throw that submission on Kingsley. I got to give that round to Pettis. I got to give that round to 11 Bravo. Expertly played.
I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, take a look at these replays right here. I mean, we see Anthony Pettis doing well in striking, but very much of a shocker is that we see Glass Table Girls' opponent, 11 Bravo, doing a nice job working just the submission game and just kind of flipping the script a little bit. It's usually Brian Ortega that's going to be going for these takedowns and these submissions. But now as we get into the second round right here, as the referee is getting them going, again, Glass Table Girls in the blue gloves using Brian Ortega, Anthony Pettis being used by 11 Bravo. 11 Bravo trying to use more of those kicks to open up Glass Table Girls. But now we're seeing a nice judo throw into side saddle right here. Very impressive maneuver. Less than 30 seconds in. And we already see the takedowns being landed from 11 Bravo. So good stuff so far that we're seeing. Hopefully we get to see more of it. And now into backside, but now back in the stand-up. And this is the perfect game plan that we're seeing from 11 Bravo. 11 Bravo taking his opponents back to the cage. And now, but good job by Glass Tables trying to get taken on his own. But again, total strikes landed 45-32. In favor of 11 Bravo. It just seems like it's been complete domination, from 11 Bravo. But Glass Table Girls, they know how to fight in the ESFL. They know the fight how under the spotlight. Trying to go for a takedown right there, taking the back and gets the slam into backside. And Mikey, I had to go to you. I mean, this is the momentum that Glass Table Girls needed.
Yeah, this is 100% the momentum, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Go straight for that go-go plot. Take no time. Able to get it back in half guard, though. See, 11 Bravo's got really good submission defense alongside of grappling defense. So he's going to be okay. He's going to be confident, but that go-go plata is so incredibly strong. Of course, right here in half guard, you don't have too much you can do other than an arm triangle, but you got to be super careful in Anthony Pettis' excellent rubber guard, excellent guard in general. I'm liking what I'm seeing right there. That's exactly what Glass Table Girls needs to continue to do. Posture up and get those significant strikes down. Rubber guard. This is very dangerous position here. Able to get that stack guard, though. That is good. He's going to be able to get some really solid ground and pound off. Brian Ortega's got balls of fury when it comes down to those ground and pound shots. He's got really strong ground and pound. Got to be super, super careful. And if there's one little thing I could say about Glass Table Girls, their striking has absolutely improved. That is something that was going to have to be done when it comes down to it. But man, that grappling and that striking has just become almost elite now. And I'm liking, beautiful sweep there, Kingsley. This has become somewhat of a chess match on the ground, hasn't it?
Getting closer and closer to the 1 minute mark here in the second round. As we see, just a good job by Glass Girls in that set guard. And now using a lot of stamina, going for a submission. It has plenty of time. It's going to be very interesting. But the escape bar getting increasingly bigger than the submit bar. 11 Bravo, good defense. But wait a minute, Glass Table might break the table if they're able to get submission. But no. I think that was a cancel. No, I think they were able to get out of it. 11 Bravo gets out of it and not going for submission of his own. 11 Bravo trying to end this round on a submission attempt, trying to figure out a way to get in the good graces of the Justice scorecards as we are at the end of the second round right here. Good impressive moments by both competitors, but again, it's always scary to go in the ground game, especially with 11 Bravo. It seems like he knows what he's doing on the ground game.
Yeah, and I'm liking what I'm seeing out of both of those fighters. Both of the fighters also liked what they saw. That submission ability is there. You're going to be able to get a sub. I think this fight is 1-1. I think both of these fighters are going to have to go out there and really sell out to get the job done here. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Glass Table Girls. I'd like to see a little bit more posturing up and a little bit more damage when this fight inevitably gets back to the ground, Kingsley.
And we took a look at the replays, all the submission attempts as we go into this third and final round of our fourth contest here in ESFL 115. I am your host. Oh, no touch of gloves. 11 Bravo opting not to touch gloves. Shows a sign of respect a little bit, but not really wanting to get hit. But I guess we're going to get straight to the fight. But Glass Table Girls get some nice combinations off of 11 Bravo. But 11 Bravo answering back with some nice combinations. And now it just seems like at the center of octagon, who's going to get the best strikes? Oh, as we see a right hook landing for 11 Bravo, getting the knockdown, and that will put him in a considerable huge favorite in this third and final round. But oh, the spin kick not really landing, and you see the total strikes percentage 56% in favor of 11 Bravo. And the Glass Table Girls needs to find a way to bounce back in this third and final round because clock is ticking away here, Mikey.
Yeah, it's clicking away fast. You got to be able to get this fight down to the ground. You're falling in love striking with Brian Ortega. If you wanted to strike, you should have chose Conor McGregor. Get this fight down to the ground as he tries to pull guard there, not able to get anything going. That could have been very dangerous right there. Almost lost it. All it took was a head kick right there. And very interesting to think about. 11 Bravo was AFK there for a second. I'm a savage, man. I would have knocked the dude out if he wasn't there. Protect yourself at all times. I will say it. I will stand by it. I'm liking what I'm seeing, though. Able to get a couple combinations off. But again, spinning elbow. Oh, my gosh. He ducks under the head kick.
Oh, my God.
Whoa. You got to reset the heart rate right there, man, because that could have been it for both of those fighters.
I mean, we saw it very close. We're already through the halfway mark here. This third and final round. The leg kicks coming out from Glass Table, but Glass Table needs to find a way to get these combinations to watch out for the 7 of the head held this low. Trying to do a spinning back elbow, but not really landing. 11 Bravo gauging the distance, trying to find their way to open, and now a takedown attempt gets the back. Glass Table goes into a slam right here, taking the back. But again, the rear naked choke is banned. Can't really go for it. Going for a backside right here. The posture could land very nicely. But again, 11 Bravo, good job defensively to get out of that situation. Now, here we go. Back to Sano with 130 left. But again, a takedown landing for Glass Table Girls going to the half guard situation. And now this is brass tacks time right here, Mikey. Glass Table Girls need to find a way to finish this fight right here.
Yeah, she needs to posture up and do a little bit of damage. Hope and pray you maybe get a rock right here because the submission is slowly becoming obsolete. You don't have too much time left. Able to get it into the back sitting. And if I'm 11 Bravo and I'm Anthony Pettis, I am holding position here. I'm not even standing up to... Well, I guess I'm wrong. You got to be careful with that spinning side kick right there. It is an instant rock, and that'll essentially take the fight away from you. Uh-oh. Going for the it's the backpack rear naked choke. This is allowed, not the back sitting rear naked choke.
Okay.
Able to try and work the submission bar a little bit, not gonna get it. Cancels. Ah, man, that was a good fight right there. I gotta give this one to 11 Bravo. Yeah, I gotta give that one to 11 Bravo.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at these replays that we see right here. I mean, it was all about for Glass Table Girls trying to get that submission going, but it seemed like 11 Bravo had the ground game in his pocket. It seemed like he had more advantage. I mean, look at this judo takedown from Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis is supposed to be a striker, not a grappler, but he was on par with Glass Table Girls when it came to the striking. And as we see the knockdown very heavily in that third round landing as we go to Bruce Buffer for the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27.
30-27. You have to assume that's go one way into 11 Bravo's favor, and there it is. 11 Bravo takes the victory over Glass Table Girls in the 4-5 of ESFL 115. It was just all around a good showing. When it came to striking, it seemed like he had an advantage. And then when it came to the grappling, it seemed like he was able to hold his own, even do more when it came to the ground game, able to use submissions of his own, and able to take this victory outright.
Yeah, 11 Bravo had the perfect game plan to go against that. That is avoid being submitted as much as you possibly can. Cannot fault 11 Bravo for that expert game plan, man. That was a fantastic game plan. Glass Table Girls really unable to get anything going, right? I think that was the biggest problem. I think they might have fallen in love in the striking department just a little bit too much, right? I got to give that one to 11 Bravo. That was a beautiful, beautiful game plan, able to get the job done when it most mattered. Lots of respect, but Kingsley, man, this fight coming up right here, LS Perseus versus KIAW, a guy that has fallen down to Zyaf before, so we're going to see if they're able to come back around and try and get this job done, and KIAW being the great wrestler that he is, man, this is going to be a typical grappler versus striker, and as Conor McGregor, styles makes fights. So we got to be super careful here. Both of these fighters, completely 2 different game plans, completely 2 different fight styles. I'm really liking what I'm seeing coming up for this next fight.
And it seems like both competitors are ready to select their fighters in the welterweight division. I mean, again, you said Kai W going against Perseus, and we see Kobe Covington getting selected from Kai W. So we're going to see a lot of grappling from that side. But Perseus, he has plenty of choices. He has Tony Ferguson, he's hovering around. He has Kamaru Usman, he has RDA, he has Leon Edwards. A bunch of choices that you could possibly choose to go with. If you're facing the Kobe Covington, who would you probably choose to counter this Covington pick?
Yeah, I get ugly, right? I definitely go for a Tony Ferguson because you know you're going to attempt to get grappled, right? KIAW is an expert level grappler. I would probably go Tony Ferguson, have the ability to let off some spin elbows, some nasty stuff, and then in your guard, you're very comfortable. You're able to really throw off some pretty crazy submissions. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Again, good selection there. That's exactly the selection that you want to make, Kingsley.
And here we go again. This is your 6th fight. We're into the main card here of ESFL 115 for the PlayStation side. I am your host and play-by-play commentator Kingsley. Alongside me is the current analyst, the best interviewer in the community, Mikey Thunderdome, giving you guys the action as we see both guys touch them up. And here we go into the 5th fight of the evening. And we see, again, Kai W using Kobe Covington in the red gloves, Perseus in the blue using Tony Ferguson. And already we're seeing a bunch of punches, change up the levels, leg kicks into the knee. And so far, uppercuts landing. Very nice stuff from Perseus. Perseus opening up his opponent with an uppercut landing, but an uppercut kick landing, not trying to get the punish. Already we're seeing Perseus doing some nice jobs, doing some nice work, and trying to land for a flying knee, but doesn't get it and gets punished. We're already seeing 100 miles per hour going in this contest right here.
And that's exactly what I love out of a Tony Ferguson player. I love playing him for that exact reason. The ability to just throw the rule book out of the window and just be fun. Just have fun, because if you have fun with Tony Ferguson, it's not going to be very much fun for your opponent. I'd like to see him go back to the well with that spinning elbow, maybe even throw that 12-6 elbow and really try and rock him there. Try and get a cheap rock. It's a beautiful front kick going. That's exactly what you need to do. You want Kobe Covington on his back, because Kobe Covington off his back isn't anything as he is when he's on top of you, Kingsley. Good game plan up to this point.
A good game plan, tries to go for a crucifix right there, but not able to gets denied by Kobe Covington. Kai W doing some good job defensive, but now in this backside position from Perseus. Perseus just taking his time, going for the posture up, able to get some striking. And here we go. Get some nice striking, but not landing much. The Black Gate able to help you to get out of that situation, but you can only stay there in a limited amount of time. And now into the full guard, but back into the posture, destroying the body a little bit. Very good stuff that we've seen so far. And right now into the half guard. It seems like we're seeing a little bit of a chess match as we're under 2 minutes right here, Mikey.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you want it to be, right? The longer you have control time against a Colby Covington and especially a KIAW, you've already gotten the rock early on in the round, so you're taking a nap, right? You're saying, hey, buddy, come lay down with me, because that's exactly what he's doing in a very intelligent way right here, getting to that top mount, going to try and do a little bit of damage. You know, maybe you worry about some significant strikes, really work down that head health. Perseus doing a very solid job of coming out with an elite level game plan against a Mr. Colby Covington. And I'm liking what I'm seeing, able to try and go for that get up, very dangerous transition there. We're going to see the Go-Go Plata. Yep, for sure, no question there. Able to work that submission bar. Now it's running away time for KIAW. Can he escape? Can they try and get out of this? Beautiful, beautiful submission offense. And as the submission goes longer, as you get into those second and third stages, that submit bar goes up significantly more, and the escape bar goes up significantly slower. This submission is never ending.
Gets out of it. Able to get out of it with 10 seconds left to go, and you have to think, that was a good attempt. That was a good way to get your opponent just a little bit scared of your submission offense, but we will end the first round, and you have to think, very good knockdown, as you see in the replay right there. Boom, with the uppercut, the right uppercut, landing for Tony Ferguson. You have to think that was his round.
Yeah, 100%. That's Ellis Perseus' round. Colby Covington is going to have to try and do a better job of being the complete mixed martial artist that he is and really go out there and make this an interesting matchup.
Already into the second round. Again, Kai W. But I have Lincoln halfway. Oh, trying to land the flying knee, lands it, but not really able to get much, as we see Tony Ferguson being used by Perseus, not really getting much. He's trying to use that leg kick, but get checked. Oh, flying knee again. The second attempt lands, and he's 2 for 2 for those flying knees. And you have to think Kai W needs to be a little bit careful trying to land those, trying to go for the home run hits. As you see, total strikes landed 53 to 46 in favor of Kai W. Even though he's taken a lot in these trades. Oh, but the front kick landing and the right left hook, excuse me, knocked down his opponent, the second knockdown. And you have to think this is all close to the end. Perseus putting on a clinic striking-wise.
Yeah, and he needs to continue up with this pressure. Beautiful lead elbow to the rock there. Not able to get anything going with that. Trying for that lead flying knee once again. He needs to continue to,
wow.
He needs to continue to put on the pressure. Not worry about getting rocked. Not worried about your leg health. Go out there and get the job done. You are so close. You have to be able to taste it at this point. Beautiful head kick there for Colby Covington and KIAW, making this fight interesting once again. Throws his own lead flying knee. Oh my gosh, this is getting fast-paced. This is getting into the ESFL caliber championship style fights right here, where you have to download so much of your opponent. Beautiful rock again. Big for the uppercut. Oh, he able to pull the head away from it. Wow. Oh my God.
W tried to get that strike. He was almost close of ending the fight right there. It seems like he is answering the bell as we're getting closer and closer to the 2-minute mark here in the second round. We saw a little bit of a hook right there from Perseus. Perseus trying to reclaim his position in his fight, but now he's getting pressure, and now he's trying to slow it down, trying to go for a takedown, gets denied into the clinch, trying to work on the body, work on the head health. Now Kai W on the warpath, but again, catching the leg right there. Good job from Kai W to answer back, but oh, gets hit with an uppercut. Hit with an uppercut. Oh, but a rock back.
Oh my God.
Kai W, and he is ready for a fight.
Oh,
and then the head kick. Can he win the fight? He is so close. He's so close. Block a slow head health flanking. Now freaking out Mikey. It's been insane so far.
Yeah, these two fighters have gotten comfortable, and that's exactly what I'm seeing out of KIAW. He has gotten comfortable. He says, hey, I'm here for a reason too. I'm elite level. I'm not going to sit here and get beat down by anybody.
Oh,
doing
reverse.
a good job getting it into rubber guard, going to get that beautiful sweep into side control, perhaps attempt to posture up and do a little bit of damage here, try and get out of this round with those significant strikes. I got to be honest, if he can survive this ground and pound barrage, I do not know who won that round.
Oh.
Kingsley, man, that was a beautiful round for both fighters.
Are you not entertained, ESFL? Where are you at? This is the fight that you want to see in the ESFL. As we're not even going to look at the replays. We're going to go straight into the third and final round. Kai W showing some respect. Both guys bowing. Kai W in the red gloves using Kobe Covington. Perseus in the blue using Tony Ferguson. This is ESFL 115, and they're going in hot and heavy, trying to use those knees. Oh, a little bit of a punch with that left hook, but not able to capitalize fully. Kai W taking the center of the octagon. A front kick, trying to land from Perseus, but not in distance. Oh, uppercut landing! Uppercut landing from Perseus. Flying knee, not able to land. Judo throw in. Oh no, gets denied. Kai W
denial there.
Deny that takedown, but man, Mikey, this is a little bit crazy. Any one mistake could be the fatal knockdown.
Yeah, both of these guys have really low long-term head health, right? It takes maybe a 2-punch flurry right here, depending on what those punches are to get the drop. And Kai W has shown the ability to really work that ground and pound, that posture up striking. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Perseus. He's able to really avoid those strikes, able to just sweep underneath his opponent's strikes and avoid getting those big strikes there. Ooh, beautiful turning takedown denial, though, and he's going to chain wrestle a little bit, able to back off right there. Smart right there, not really wanting to sell out and use too much more stamina. Got to be careful here. This could be dangerous. Low stamina.
Yeah, ooh, it's getting close. I have to think. Oh, the pull. Oh, the flying knee. Almost landing. They're going for the haymakers. This home run derby in the halfway mark on this third and final round. Stamina is low for Perseus. Trying to survive, trying to gauge the distance. Oh, but uppercut landing. Kai W gets a knockdown. This fight's been crazy. Knee to the face, body hitting.
It's over.
Perseus is
oh
so
my
close.
God!
Takedown into side control. 2 minutes remaining, and Kai W has been winning so far. But Mikey, going to you, how is this even possible?
How did he deny that? How did he not get knocked out right there? Oh my gosh. Man, Kai W is going to really have to posture up and leave it out of the judges' hands. You do not know how those first 2 rounds went. I really would hope he got up and try and get the job done, as we see Perseus hovering over those submissions. Being the shark that Tony Ferguson is, I really hope Kai W doesn't think that he won this fight. I hope that Perseus doesn't think he won this fight, because this is still up in the air. Kai W really able to get back into top mount, beautiful transitioning. Perhaps try and posture up in half guard, do a little ground and pound, or maybe just get up and try and get the job done on the feet. Huge denial there. It could be dangerous if he's going for the knee on belly. Oh my gosh, really able to rip off those hooks.
Seconds. It's 30 seconds. The head health is blinking for Perseus. Perseus is getting her in the body. 20 seconds left. Can he find a way to stand back up? 15 seconds left. He has his back. And a takedown. The judo throw for Kai W. Kai W. Knee to body. Here we go. Can he finish it? He can't finish it. And it will go to the judges' scorecards. Incredible fight.
Wow. I mean, look, when it comes down to it,
you think won this fight?
I don't even want to begin to guess. Kingsley, I gotta be honest, I do not even want to begin to guess. We're gonna hear Mr. Bruce Buffer read off those scorecards, bro. I gotta be honest, I think that Kai W won it. I got a good feeling he did, but you never know with these judges. They can be so finicky. He was getting his ass handed to him all fight. He was getting beat down all fight. He was able to pull it around at the end of the second round, at the end of the third round, and say, look, I know why I'm here. I'm just as good as you, brother. I'm able to get the job done just like you were getting the job done. I really like what I saw right there. KIAW coming from the behind, able to get the job done. You cannot fault the man for that. You look at that fight and you take a lot away from it, and you say, I am just as good as the person that took Zyaf second round. I mean, look, hey, you've essentially just put your flag down and said, I'm coming for this win. I'm coming to be the champion. I can do it just like you. Fantastic showing there. I'm really loving what I'm seeing out of KIAW. Hopefully he pretends to get back into this and really try and sell out and try and get into that championship race. Good stuff there from Kai. I cannot say anything more other than that guy really pulled it together and showed that he has the championship level composure to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to Kai W. But first and foremost, Everyone give a round of applause for both of those comparisons for putting on such an amazing fight for you. I mean, Perseus, you have no way to hang your head on anything. I mean, you put up a hell of a fight. It just wasn't your time. The judges thought differently. But Kai W, I mean, we saw in the beginning, it looked like he was on rocky feet, and then he was able to use those flying knees to answer the call, answer back, and then able to just use that third round to just throw the kitchen sink, throw everything out the window, just fight for your life and able to get the victory. So congratulations. And funny enough, they're both 500. So I would love to see a rematch. I mean, Kai W 3-3, Perseus 3-3. I mean, if we could see that match again, I would not be like judgmental at all. I would love to see it again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we are in the main card so far. And my goodness, this whole fight card has been insane so far. We saw wars, the prelims, and we just saw a war in that last fight. So all incredible stuff. And again, we usually have amazing fights like these every single week. 4 events for you guys. This week was a little bit different because we were on the UFC channel with Balian and Bruce Lee Rob doing the Venom Invitational with the UFC officially on their channel. But usually on Wednesdays, we have our affiliate leagues showing the UFL, the IXC, the primetime MMA cards. And then on Fridays, as you know, Mikey, we have the tournaments for Muay Thai. Always amazing. And then ESFL on Saturdays and Sundays, the ESFL number cards, always amazing. And if you feel like you want to be a part of these amazing cards, if you feel like you could put on a better show and we love to commentate, join our Discord, join our affiliate league Discord. We'll climb up the ladders, practice, do all the things you can, and maybe we'll get to call your fight. So definitely join our community, join all these amazing things. And I know, Mikey, you know, there's also other perks on the Twitch side, but there's also perks on the YouTube side as well.
Yeah, look, man, when it comes down to it, all we ask you to do is become a YouTube member over for the ESFL. Look, man, when it comes down to it, right, you're trying to get better at this game as everybody else should be. And if you become a tier 3 sub, I know the tier C sub meme, right? The tier 3 sub meme, right? We want you to become that because we really want you to get some games in. And we're thinking, what can we do to really help back and give back to the community? It's you. Give back to you. You're going to be able to go and get some fights with an ESFL champion. Not a middle of the road, not a journeyman, but an ESFL champion. You're not going to go against me. You're going to be able to fight against Suave Jamie, the Romeros, the guys who are actually good and can really break the game down to you. In these guys, man, I've seen the way they do it. I've seen what they've seen on YouTube. They break this stuff down into the smallest of frames. They work themselves in to get the lowest frame advantage. I mean, these guys are geniuses. Some call them nerds. I call them geniuses when it comes down to it. You want to know why Zyaf is so good at this game? Because that man goes into the practice mode and constantly gets the job done and breaks everything down. And you're going to be able to get some of that. All we ask you to do, real simple, just become a YouTube member, guy. You know you want it. I can see you. You're watching this fight. You're in Division 11. You want to get up to Division 20. You want to work into that top 50 so you can apply to be a part of the ESFL. Real simple, bro. Real simple. You got to do one thing. Real easy. I love it.
Yeah, and a lot of incredible things go on YouTube. You can catch our whole VODs as well. And then on Twitch, you can catch our VODs of our new season for the UFC 4 for ESFL Season 2. A lot of great things coming your way further on in this year. So we love to have you guys here, and we love to show these amazing fights to you. But speaking of amazing fights, I think our next fight is ready to go. It is going to be a top 10 matchup in the PlayStation side of the rankings for the ESFL. It is going to be Word Life going against OG Bulldog. And man, Mikey, when you look at the scout report, both of these guys are headhunters. They are aggressive, and they are ESFL vets, true and true when it comes to the game.
Yeah, and going back to the scouting report, I just really want to give a shout out to everybody in the back making this happen. We have got a backup producer who is absolutely killing it. Hopefully might kill it tonight. Wink, wink. If you know, you know. When it comes down to OG Bulldog, right? Look, this guy is as good as it gets when it comes to the ground game. He's got that killer instinct on the feet, really able to get the job done wherever it takes. He says to himself, and you've got to say this to yourself, I have the best takedown defense in the world. You do not have the best fake glove touch defense in the world. And when it comes down to Word Life, look, this guy is as good as it gets, right? He's able to really get the job done in any scenario. He's real sneaky with his feints, right? So this is going to be a really solid matchup, right? I think Word Life is going to try his best to get back into that championship picture, and Bulldog is going to really try his best to get back into that championship picture as well, man. This is going to be great. I really like what I'm seeing.
You gotta love a trilogy, and will be the trilogy fight for both of these competitors right here. We're like hovering around Volkanovski, as you can see, rocking the new Venom kits debuting here on the ESFL 115 card right here. We saw last night in the UFC official Twitch channel for the Venom Invitational, but we see a Volkanovski versus Volkanovski pick. I think it's gonna be a mirror match possibly. So it's not going to be based on the character. It's going to be based on, oh, excuse me, it's Volkanovski versus Dustin Poirier. So different kind of attributes for both of these guys. So it's going to be based on character and skill. What you have in the virtual octagon. Again, this is your trilogy fight here on ESFL 115. Word Life in the red corner using Volkanovski. And then in the blue, Dustin Poirier being used by OG Bulldog. Here we go. And already a nice touch of gloves. And we see both guys gauging their distance a little bit more in the start now, trying to fill out the process a little bit. We see just jabs coming out, just peppering a little bit, trying to see what both fighters are comfortable with. And now we see the combinations coming out for Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier using that push kick to get some more distance, but the leg kicks need to be checked if you're going against a Volkanovski right here, Mikey.
Yeah, you got to really avoid getting your legs chewed up by Mr. Volkanovski. Word Life is doing an ingenious game plan of trying to get Dustin Poirier into that orthodox stance because he's so dangerous out of southpaw, right? I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Essentially, you want to try and work the legs and get this fight down to the ground, kind of ground Mr. Poirier. His guard is scary, but if you're good on your submission sticks, you'll be just fine. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Bulldog, though, right? Continuously putting on pressure, returning the favor when it comes to those leg kicks, because if you don't, you'll lose the leg kicking war and you'll lose the fight in itself. We've already seen how dangerous leg kicks can be in this game. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of the Muay Thai clinch as well. Bulldog able to get off some knees to the head, work down that block health as much as he possibly can, Kingsley. Pew! Ooh, that's bad. That's real bad. That early on, getting that leg rock, that is super, super scary.
Yeah, it's super scary indeed. And if you're Volkanovski, you have to say, well, that kind of changes my game plan instantly, especially in the halfway mark. Now, OG Bull has another avenue to just play mind games with the opponent, but with a front kick like that, you still have to worry about Word Life because he still is dangerous. He will always be dangerous in this game. So, OG Bulldog, how are you going to combat this whole scenario? Are you going to try to go for the leg kicks? You're going to go for the clinch. He goes for the clinch, and now he's getting clinched himself, trying to get hit with the knees, but the Black Gates do a nice job. And now we're just seeing more of a distance battle going to the phone booth right here. And Mikey, you have to think it's only a matter of time before we see maybe a crazy home run hit as you see the leg health of the left leg just being depleted constantly.
Yeah, and Word Life eventually is going to have to try and take this fight down to the ground. You do not want to sit here and fall in love exchanging with Dustin Poirier, especially a Bulldog-controlled Dustin Poirier. He is an absolute killer. This is exactly what he wants. He wants you to think, oh, I can stand with this guy. And what I'm liking out of Word Life is, truly his ability to try and, throw those feints, man. He's so sneaky with his feints. He's really thinking that, he's making him think that, oh, he's coming with the leg kick. He's coming with the leg kick. And then, boom, a beautiful straight, nice judo throw. Good late denial there for Word Life. He's doing a really solid job altogether. Both of these fighters are doing fantastic. Got to be careful. Oh, that could have been bad. Got to be careful not to fall in love with the striking if you're Word Life. If you're Bulldog, keep doing what you're doing.
And as we approach under the 20-second mark, we're live. OG Bulldog still standing, and we'll have to see if someone tries to go for a crazy homer hit. Oh, head kick almost landed with the combination, but the Black Gate's being low, and now we're just brawling with the last seconds as we end the first round right there. Kind of a crazy sequence going to the last couple of seconds of that first round right there. But again, the leg health of the left leg for Word Life has to be the main concern going to the second round right here, Mikey.
Yeah, watch your legs and also try and work the fight down to the ground. I got to give that one to Bulldog.
And here we go. The second round of our our sixth fight of the evening here on ESFL 115. Again, Word Life in the red gloves using Volkanovski, switching his stances, trying to avoid that the leg health being depleted. But OG Bulldog in the blue gloves using Dustin Poirier, just being more of a counterpuncher, trying to use that clinch, destroying the bodies, destroying the head health, lean with the uppercut. Good job. Tries to go for a body shot right there, but gets punished. Trying to bait out his opponent, but Word Life able to do some punish. Tries to go for a lead overhand, not really working now to his favor, and now just get punished with the body, and now he switches his stance. And now let's see how many leg kicks that we get to see implemented as we see 54-36 in favor of Dustin Poirier, aka OG Bulldog, in the striking caliber. But right now, Mikey, you have to think Bulldog, he's kind of in firm control of this whole contest so far.
Yeah, look, there it is. First shot, and that's something you're going to definitely have to go back to if you're Word Life. If not, go into the clinch. But if Bulldog is going to allow this fight, or I'm sorry, if Word Life is going to allow this fight to stay standing, then Bulldog needs to do nothing but allow it himself. He needs to continue to let this fight stay standing. Poirier's got those very aggressive hooks. He's got the 4 5-star hooks. Nice straight right there, but he's able to get the rock. I'd like to maybe use it as to get a takedown opportunity. Nice going into the clinch. Really start working your grappling. Look, you rocked him. You're making him think block head, boom. Able to get into the clinch, able to get it into a back sitting position. Both the fighters' staminas are about even. He's not going to get that full guard transition if you have a 50% stamina. And there it is right here. Dustin Poirier's guard is atrociously dangerous. You've got to be super careful. Able to get it into the rubber guard here. No denial. Okay, so he's good. He's back to his comfort sitting, but he's got to be super careful not to get put into that rubber guard, Kingsley.
Yeah, with 2 minutes approaching in the second round right here, we see Word Life doing what he does best. He wants to have this is the opportunity to get to the posture, but he's taking his time. He's watching for the grapple advantage. Oh, but a nice reversal from OG Bulldog taking it back. Now, will he try to go for a... No, he doesn't. He actually gets put in the full guard, so he's back into the same situation he was before, and now just multiple cancels happening for Word Life, able to get the half guard on the left side right there. And now here comes the posture, just attacking the body. Only does it once, doesn't want to make a mistake right here. Wants to stay in top position, but now back into the full mount. Now it's out to Bulldog. Will he go for the rubber guard? But again, a nice denial. And now into the stack guard. And now this will be some huge damage to the face. Oh, but gets defended. And now we will go to the sound. Oh, no, we won't. As the screen turns red, and you have to think here, Mikey. We're like doing a nice job in the stack guard, but into the full mount. Just keep a top mount position.
Yeah, this fight is 1-1, assuming nothing insane happens here in this last 30 seconds. Now Bulldog has completely having to change his game plan going into this third round, faking the Kimura attempt. I'm liking what I'm seeing. He's very active guard, just not able to get anything going and able to get off of his back. Word Life did a very solid job of evening this fight. So now Bulldog, as good as he is really going to have to go out of his game plan and try and get this round as secure as possible. Look, Bulldog is as good as they come. Word Life 97 is as good as they come. And here we are in the ESFL. You guys are supporting even when the UFC is fighting. We love to see it. 100 people in the Twitch chat. 60 people in the YouTube chat. Stand up. Well, not literally stand up. Sit back down. Watch this fight. This ending is about to be insane. Both of these fighters are going to have to come out of their body to get this job done. Kingsley, take it away, brother.
Here we go, the third and final round here between Word Life and OG Bulldog. Almost a pull. I know he wants to go for an uppercut, but not able to land it. As you see, the head health getting depleted for Bulldog. Head kick landing, but just blinking of the head kick for Word Life. Word Life is trying to be a little bit more cautious, trying to go for a takedown, saying, I don't want any of that, but a good denial from Bulldog. Bulldog saying, I don't want to be to the ground. Oh, but the front kick not landing, but the block H was able to help him. Oh, but a slip straight into the right hand. And my goodness, here we go. A rock opportunity for Word Life. Not able to capitalize fully. 66-99 in total strikes landed. But here we go. Bulldog able to get that takedown landing. And this is kind of where he wants to be. Now he needs to do some damage as he takes the back. No, he gets denied right here. Bulldog into the backside, but Word Life needs to find a way to get reversed in this position. He's doing a nice job defending these transitions, and you have to think Bulldog gives out the position, wants to give his hand out, and that might have been a mistake as he gets rocked again into the clinch, into the sweeper of the leg, and now posture up. No, not even a posture up in the full mount, but Mikey, good job so far from Word Life.
Yeah, I really hope Bulldog doesn't give up because he is still so in this fight. I know he's the competitor. I know he's a winner in his own right. He's going to have to really fight to get this fight back to him. He needs to sell out. He needs to try his best to catch his opponent in a submission or get the fight back to the feet and just be great, brother. Just be great. Word Life 97, the former championship competitor himself, able to move it back into side control. And he's already gotten one denial in side control, not able to get it there. Bulldog able to get it into sprawl, and he's just going to have to get up or he's going to get pushed against the cage. Whoa, that is a very difficult denial. Go straight for that guillotine. This could be dangerous here if you're Bulldog. He's got to show off that great submission defense that I know he has. Hopefully we see a
Oh.
cancel here because it's not looking like it's going to happen unless he's able to try and utilize this to transition into top mount, which we see
Seems
so
like
many great
Bulldog is
players
gonna
do.
get out of it. I mean,
Yeah, he is.
Bulldog, he was trying. I mean, with under 130 left to go in this
Oh.
third and final round, Life is gonna try to reverse it. He
Oh,
does
no.
it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh my God! And we got
Oh, my
submission tip. Here we
Oh,
go.
my-
Oh, Bulldog
This is one of the
is
strongest
going for a
submissions in the
submission
game.
right here. Warlife is kind of in trouble right here, but again, the escape bar is going higher and higher, so you might be able to get a chance out of it. He's only have you might have 45 seconds to get a chance at submission, and as we see right here, Warlife able to get the top down position. He's able to get a posture up, but I don't think he's going to be able to get a chance. 30 seconds left to go in his third and final round. Volkanovski, Warlife, not really denying. He doesn't even need to deny. And Bulldog, I think he's going to try to get up. He doesn't get denied. And I think we'll go into the judges' scorecards. Mikey, what a fight that we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, that is as good as it gets. That one was more of a technical grappling extraordinaire. I got to give that one to WordLife 97. Bulldog was a very valiant effort. But man, WordLife just came out with the perfect game plan, start working down those legs. And when that didn't work, you had a plan B. You go down and you try and do just a little bit of grappling, and you really threw Bulldog off of his game. I mean, that's just good stuff right there, Kingsley. I got to give this one probably a 29-28, maybe even a 29-27 over to a WordLife there. Fantastic performance from both fighters. I believe WordLife got it done.
Unanimous. And it will go to WordLife. WordLife gets victory against OG Bulldog, winning the trilogy fight for himself. And as you said, good job by WordLife, able to just work his way from the ground game into the striking, able to get some knockdown opportunities, able to get some rocks, and able to put his opponent away. But OG Bulldog was able to put up a fight, but not really doing as much as he needed in the eyes of the judges. But good all-around fight from both competitors. But WordLife able to get the victory in that contest right there. And so far, so good from this whole fight card. I mean, fight card has been good. As we take a look at the fight sets right here, it was 16-17 going that last round. All judges, I think, went 29-28 from Bruce Buffer's words. I mean, it was a good contest. Any last parting thoughts of that last contest right there?
Yeah, I got something to say. Bulldog, you're a great competitor. You really, really are a fantastic competitor. You're as good as they come. I fought you personally. You're amazing. There's one thing that you have to do. You've said it yourself. You got to have that killer instinct. You've got to be able to say, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You got to say, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kill this dude. Not literally. I'm not pulling a Frank Mir here, right? But go out there and just smash, man. Be great. You can do it. WordLife 97. Can you get a better game plan than that? Honestly, it's like you had everything that Bulldog was going to do downloaded into your head. And, man, you just really went out there and you got the freaking job done, bro. That was just fantastic. One of the better fights. If you're a true fan of this UFC 4 franchise, I know we saw some crazy stuff. I know we saw some big head kicks. I know we saw some great body work. But, man, when it came down to it, this was one of the better fights to watch because it's one of those fights you sit back and say, could have gone either way. Really could have gone either way, man. So a big shout out to Bulldog. WordLife 97 able to claw his way back into that title contention. Hopefully he gets there, right? Because I'm a big fan of this guy. He's a champion, and he's going to prove himself, and you proved yourself against a fantastic fighter in Bulldog. But Kingsley, when we're going back to this next fight, we've got 3 more. We really appreciate you guys stopping by, sticking through. You're not watching the UFC. You're watching the ESFL. You're seeing this pretty face, and you're seeing Kingsley's pretty face over there. We really appreciate you stopping by, guys. Love you guys. But we're going into this next fight. We have LS Mad Turks versus a host Ninja, the host Ninja. LS Mad Turk able to get the job done against our good friend Crooks the other day. Able to really be a solid grappler. He is the #1 ranked fighter in Turkey. Who else has that? What other league has the #1 ranked fighter in Turkey? The ESFL does. And of course, man, host Ninja, the winner of the ESFL Grand Prix, one of the most amazing stories in the ESFL. And fans, if you're watching, this could be you. This literally could be you. So you're really going to have to come out here and keep your eye on this host Ninja guy. He won the Grand Prix to get into the ESFL. He's a great fighter. honest to God, he's a great fighter. He's able to get the job done in every scenario. So this is going to be very interesting. More of a one-sided fighter when it comes to LS Mad Turks going against a host Ninja. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch, Mr. Kingsley. I'm seeing they're hovering over a Colby Covington pick and a Tony Ferguson pick. So this should be crazy.
Yeah, it should be crazy. Again, another top 10 ranked matchup going to the PlayStation side. As we see right here, both guys ready seem to put on the show for both these competitors. Hopefully, we'll get them all going. Hopefully, you guys get your predictions ready to go. As you see, Tony Ferguson being used by Host Ninja in the red gloves, and then LS Mad Turk in the blue. This is your fight before the co-main and main event. So get ready to see an amazing show from both these competitors. As you see, a little bit of a clinch action, but not really happening as much. As you see, a takedown gets denied by Host Ninja, and now we're in the sprawl position. And you have to think, Host Ninja, he kind of wants to attack the body. He kind of just doesn't want his opponent to get comfortable. Gets a nice denial and back into the sprawl position. Can he get a second denial? He does again. And now into the backside position. Good job so far. And I think, Mikey, we have something to mention between both these competitors, especially on Host Ninja's part.
Yeah, look, this is exactly what you want to do. If you're Host Ninja, you need to figure out something pretty quick, because once you fall in love with this grappling and you see Mad Turks just be a smasher, you got to be careful. Excellent stuff there. Host Ninja obviously is a very good grappler in his own right. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. You're going to have to really sell out and be the defensive grappler. Mad Turk able to sweep that fight off of the top mount. You know, that's got to hurt just a little bit, man. You work so hard to get there, and then all it takes is one sweep. Going for the flying knee. You got to have a little bit of fun right here, but I'm hoping Word Life doesn't come out of his skin right here and just continues to be the technical maestro he is. This guy was a UFL prelims fighter, one of our affiliate leagues. So this guy has fought tooth and nail to get here. Hopefully he comes out here and continues to put on great shows as he always does, of course. But Mad Turks is going to try and smash, as Mr. Habib says. So this is going to be great. Yeah, got to be careful going out with those flying knees, Kingsley.
I mean, with 2 minutes to go, we see the posture up from Mad Turk. Mad Turk able to get some blockades going down a little bit, but not really able to do much as we go again into the posture opportunity. Try to get some strikes, but again, not really landing much. But this will disrupt the blockades a little bit more now, going to the last couple of hits, going to this first round right here. Host Ninja needs to find a way to just be patient, goes into full mount, tries to play a little bit of a chess game, but Mad Turk feeling really comfortable, going to another posture up with 10. That's his third posture up of this first round right here. Not really able to get denied, but again, into the full guard position for Host Ninja. But Host Ninja finally getting the reverse that he wanted. Now let's see, under 1 minute. Let's see what he does right here. Tries to go for a posture up, but gets denied right there, Mikey.
Out there floating those submissions and floating those transitions. If you're not doing the undeniable ones, you could absolutely get reversed. You got to be super careful when it comes to those. Guys, if you are not into grappling, this is not the fight for you. But if you're watching this and you're seeing grappling, you need to watch this because you 100% need to get better at it. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, posturing up, getting those significant strikes. Man, this first round was just absolutely so diverse. We got to see a little bit of stuff on the ground, of course, with Mad Turks. That's going to be there. We're seeing they're probably going to give that one to Mad Turks just off of the +3 significant strikes. Close round, Kingsley.
Close round indeed, and +3 in total strikes landed, 31-28. Actually, excuse me, it was 35-30, a +5 advantage in total strikes landed. So let's see how the second round goes, as again, Host Ninja in the red gloves fought in the prelims of the affiliate league, now fighting his all the way up in the ESFL, going against LS Mad Turk, who's looking to make a name for himself. Both guys 3-1 in this contest, so someone will be 4-1 and the other will be 3-2. Nice uppercut landing from Host Ninja, and now we're seeing a kind of different pace as he tries to go for uppercut again, but gets avoided by LS Mad Turk. Mad Turk gets hit with a knee into the body, and another body shot, and again into the clinch. As we see, 41-37 total strikes landed in the lower third right here. And Mad Turk, he's trying to play a little bit of a counter punch, trying to go for a takedown right there. But Host Ninja holding his own when it comes to striking, trying to take the center of the octagon, trying to gauge the distance a little bit.
Yeah, Host Ninja continues to be great as he always is. able to dictate how fast this fight goes, where this fight goes, and how long this fight is going to be. Good denial there. He is hovering over left trigger, right trigger. He's got those fingers locked and loaded, ready to deny these. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Whenever he denies, he's holding back on his left stick. So he's able to get the denial into the sprawl position where he's able to let go of some body shots and try and work down that stamina. As everybody knows, as there it is, the takedown, nice, beautiful turning takedown, able to get the job done back on the ground for himself. But if you continue to do that and you continue to get those denials off, you got to be super careful throwing out those full guard transitions. As Colby Covington,
submission right here from
he used a bit of stamina,
but he denies it. Ooh, he
so
you know what,
smart.
that's kind of smart. He was able to get
so
the submission,
smart.
but he
Oh
was like, you know what,
gosh.
I'm gonna keep it standing up, just canceling it, knowing that he had the animation to go up, and now it's up to Host Ninja. Oh, tries to go for a head kick, not landing, but he loses a lot of stamina, and now into the clinch. Gets hit with an uppercut right there, and now the combination is flying high and heavy. Tries to go for a high kick again. Host Ninja not able to land significantly, but LS Mad Turk able to get the combinations and now gets a nice takedown into side control, but now into the backside. Mad Turk, good job going to the center. He almost got submitted, well, not get submitted, but got used in the leg lock, got able to stand up, but not able to hold his own, and now he has some momentum on his side.
Yeah, that needs to be talked about just a little bit more, not gloss over. That's the first time I've seen somebody utilize the leg lock in that way. Able to push his opponent off and try and get that leg lock, obviously, but was able to just cancel it right out and then get right out of it. And what I'm seeing out of Mad Turks right here, he's got to be careful because that showed me just how crafty a certain Host Ninja man is. Got to be super careful because now you're in a position where you got to be super, super tedious and you got to break everything down into a science, able to get the Kimura. Probably just going to try and pull out the rest of this round, but this Kimura is very powerful from full guard. Probably just going to use this to ride out the round, which is smart. I do not know who won that round. I would probably say it's 1-1 right now if I'm a betting man, which I am not. The only time I bet is on predictions. And I'm seeing the chat right here going crazy. They're loving this grapple-heavy action. I see Mr. Yerda. I see Mr. Boiler. Obviously, one of the best guys we have in the back. Fantastic guys. But here we go into the third round, Kingsley. This very well could be 1-1, brother.
Could possibly, thank God we're not here. Oh, it's a flying knee attempt, not really landing from Mad Turk. Oh, but again, the move. When every time Mad Turk ducks under, he's always like in position for that uppercut landing. It's just he has to block, which is going on a lot. And now into the clinch position, out of it actually, and we see the head held blinking just so slightly for Host Ninja, not able to play much or accept trades as much as he could from the first round, as it's going down to brass tacks in this third and final round right here as a takedown not really being landed. But now Mad Turk's back into the cage, and now we see Host Ninja taking the back instead, as we saw in the lower third, 54-67 in favor of Mad Turk with total strikes landing. But again, we see Host Ninja denying the takedown again, and now that stamina has to be low for Mad Turk. Mad Turk just trying to avoid those uppercuts, but not really doing a good job. Tries to go for a pull of his own, but not really landing. We see Host Ninja trying to go for a spinning back out, but not really landing. And now up to Mad Turk to find a way back in, but he's getting hit up with these combinations.
Yeah, Host Ninja is doing a fantastic job of keeping this fight down where he needs it. He can get it standing. He can get it on the ground when he needs it. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of him. He's really saying, hey, look, I am as good as they come, which he is. Again, a guy that came from the UFL prelims. Right here, the fight before the co-main event has fought for a title. Mad Turk might be getting lost in the moment right here. He's got to change his game plan up. He's really got to try his best to throw some strikes. Beautiful stuff right there. Host Ninja is doing a good job. I'd like to see him try and win this fight and not just bank on getting the decision win. Excellent. As Proxys would say, the martial mind. Mad Turk caught wind of it, able to get out of it, using his head movement to avoid that clinch. Just deny it, bro. Beautiful stuff right here. Nice leaning straight. Man, that slip hook being pashed out really changed a lot of people's game plans.
Posture up opportunity right here.
Boom. There it is. Able to get the fight back into posture up. Mad Turk's going to try and ride this fight out more than likely, or able to try and move into half guard and do some damage, Kingsley.
And we see time is ticking away, and we see Host Ninja still on the ground in the backside position. Mad Turk just taking his time, and we see closer to 1 minute mark. We're back into the clinch. Can Host Ninja find a way to get out of it? He can. And now we see Matt Turk taking the back. You have to think the fight is really close, and you have to think whoever wins this third round is going to take the victory. As we see a top mount position right here, switch into a half guard with only 30 seconds left in the third and final round. Matt Turk trying to go for the win, just attacking the body. I think he's just going to stay right here with 20 seconds left, but we'll see. As a submission attempt, well, let's see if the judges are going to score this a lot, but with 10 seconds to go, it seems like we will go into the judges' scorecards as it's the end of the fight. And man, I have to think, Mikey, who do you think has this whole round?
Man, that was such a close fight. I'm probably going to go Host Ninja winning the entire fight. Matt Turk won round one handily, I would say, about 3 significant strike advantage. But I think Host Ninja really tried to go.
Scorecards.
Yep, that's all we can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision.
Oh, they gave it to Matt Turk. Matt Turk now 4-1 in his rank number 10 in the PS4 side. It's only going to get higher. Maybe a chance to break into the top 5 as a nice performance from Matt Turk. But Host Ninja not able to get the job done today as he will now go to 3-2. And Mikey, I just want to get your overall thoughts on that whole entire fight.
Man, that might have been a one of those quote unquote robberies there, but you got to give it to Matt Turks. His ability to come out and get the job done where it mattered the most, building up on that control time, really able to punish Tony Ferguson and Host Ninja. That very well could be a rematch style fight going into perhaps a co-main event for a title championship qualifier. That was good stuff. But guys, I see you there. I know you're ready for Papa Doc. I know you're ready for GOAT 1099. Trust me, I am too. But I need you to stay put. We're going to go to just a little bit of an ad break. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Just hold your horses. I know the UFC just ended. I'm seeing you guys in the chat. I believe Holland got beat. Unfortunate. We all love him. But right here, right now, perfect timing. The main event, the co-main event, Mr. Zyaf, Mr. GOAT 1099 on a collision course, perhaps. Well, I know 2 guys are going to do their best to make that a null and void notion. And here we go.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for ESFL 115. I am your host and play-by-play commentator, Kingsley. Alongside me is the one, the only Mikey Thunderdome. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very huge fight, maybe a title eliminator. It is Papa Doc 60, the number 4 ranked fighter on the PS4 side, going against GOAT 1099, who is also 3-1, who is ranked number 5 in the PlayStation rankings. And Mikey, I know you're super excited about this fight. Tell us what this fight's all about.
Look, man, when it comes down to this fight, man, this is going to be so much fun. Papa Doc versus GOAT 1099. When it's there, you get a chance to see it. Hopefully you're sat Hopefully you are biting your fingernails as much as I am, because this is going to be great. Papa Doc, obviously, he's known for his elite level grappling. He's known for controlling the pace of the fight, but GOAT 1099 has just been on an absolute tear, trying his best to get back into the title picture and in that collision course to Mr. Zyaf once again. I want to see everybody in the chat shout out to Mr. Cody Dank rating with 25 people. Stand up. Stand up and get ready for this. This is going to be amazing right here. We're going to see a Piotr Jan mirror match, hopefully, because that's going to show, hey, I'm the better fighter. No, I'm the better fighter. Kingsley, man, this is it, bro. This is where it gets fun. This is where the goosebumps start coming. This is when the hairs on the back of your neck go, Kingsley.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you came in for. This is your co-main event of the evening for ESFL 115. We welcome all you Raiders from the Cody Dank channel here for ESFL 115 live on Twitch and on YouTube. I am your play-by-play commentator, Kingsley. Alongside me is Mikey Thunderdome, and already GOAT 1099 in the red gloves, going against Papa Doc 60 in the blue, and we're seeing a different kind of pace. Oh, a head kick, just missing a little bit from Papa Doc. Papa Doc trying to go for home run hits early, right out from the gate. But GOAT 1099 managing this is able to get some combinations. Ego Retail, this feels like a huge heavyweight championship type of fight right here.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, man, these are the two guys that are as good as it gets when it comes to UFC 4. I really am happy. Some people don't like mirror matches. I seem to love them when it comes down to both of these fighters being as good as they are, because this is a blood match. This is saying, hey, look, I'm the better Piotr Jan. No, you're the better Piotr Jan. Nope, I'm the better player. This co-main event, wish it was 5 rounds, bro, because this is going to get fast-paced. Both of these fighters are able to turn it on when need be. GOAT 1099 utilizing the clinch almost expertly, able to really throw Papa Doc off of his game, keeping him on the back foot. That's not where Papa Doc likes it. Papa Doc likes to be nose down, feinting the head kick there, likes to be nose down and in your face. GOAT 1099 knows that, able to say, hey, look, I can stay behind these 2 black lines, but I can push into your face whenever I need it. GOAT 1099 bringing out a fantastic game plan. Both these fighters, again, using Piotr Jan, very strong fighters, really able to take the fight down to the ground if necessary. Kingsley, this is good stuff so far. GOAT 1099 ripping off combinations.
We're seeing them ripping off combinations as we're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first round of our co-main event of the evening, and we're seeing just more of a different kind of pace. We're seeing both guys trading in the pocket, not really both guys going for takedowns. We saw a little bit of a clinch action a couple of moments ago, but leg kicks coming out hot and heavy from GOAT 1099, excuse me. It's hard to see how it goes in the mirror match, but again, GOAT trying to play a little bit of a counter puncher aspect right here as he's trying to use those leg kicks to open up Papa Doc a little bit more, but Papa Doc being more of the aggressor, trying to slip down low, trying to get his opponent a little bit predictable in the pocket, but now the combinations are flying high and heavy, trying to go for these trades, but with 1 minute to go, you have to think it's all about those slip trades, as we see a nice slip trade from Papa Doc right there, Mikey.
Yeah, using that head movement is going to be so key to this fight right here. I'm interested to see which one of these fighters is going to be the first one to take the fight down to the ground. That is where it's going to be dictated. This fight will eventually get down to the ground. It's just who's going to pull the trigger first. Both of these fighters are so confident in themselves, saying, hey, I can win this fight on the feet. But the fact of the matter is when you see these two fighters, as we got 15 seconds left in this first round, GOAT 1099, but when you see these two fighters as good as this, they tend to end in car crashes because they are so good. They've got too much on the line. They want to be champions. I got to give that round to GOAT 1099. However, he did the most damage. He was able to get the job done there, in my opinion, Kingsley.
Yeah, and we see GOAT 1099 again in the red gloves. Papa Doc in the blue. We saw Papa Doc go for those head kicks, just peppering them in that first round. Let's see if it goes back to it again. But we see good body shots landing from GOAT 1099. But GOAT trying to play more of the counter puncher again, having his back to the octagon. He's not going to have as much room, but you see he's being a little bit of the aggressor now, trying to take more, using those leg kicks to open up his opponent. But again, Papa Doc is not going to fall back. And you see a little bit of a feint of the head kick, a nice knee to the body from GOAT. GOAT trying to find his way in this fight, getting some nice combinations out. Head kick landing, both guys trying to go for it. But Papa Doc able to land with a knockdown, and that has to flip the whole script for GOAT, as he had to feel so dismayed from that, his head health just being low from it, and now it's in the favor of Papa Doc. And this is not not where Goat wants to be right
Ugh.
here, Mikey.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Papa Doc flashing that rear head kick all fight, really able to pull the trigger on it and get the knockdown. Papa Doc has just won this round. Almost wish it happened at a later time because now Papa Doc is going to be what Papa Doc is. He's won this round. He's going to be smart. He's going to be intelligent. His fight IQ is up there with the absolute best. Hold this guy down and grapple him. Grapple him heavily. If you do, you're going to secure the round and not give Goat 1099 the ability to go out there and be as great as he is. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. Posture up, do a little bit of damage. And when you posture up and do that damage, you're able to do cheap, significant strikes, able to get back to the feet with no grapple advantage. I think both of these fighters may be just a little bit nervous, Kingsley.
Maybe. I mean, it's a co-main event. We know when you get to the ESFL, there's a little bit of jitters, but and it's such a big spotlight. A lot of people, your community watching you, you'll have to see how it goes as we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark of the second round right here. Go, trying to find his way back. He knows he is down in this round with that knockdown landing from Papa Doc, but Papa Doc able to play it smartly, not really using much of his stamina a lot, but you have to see the left leg very halfway through of its health so far for Papa Doc, but a nice front kick will land. And but a rock from Papa Doc. Papa Doc, Warpath, trying to find his way, gets it.
Oh my God, that might be it.
Can he end the fight right here? Going for
It's
a
over.
posture up.
It's
Posture
over.
up, but
It's
Jeff,
over.
can he finish
It's
it? No,
over.
he gets out
Oh
of
my
it. Goes
God.
able to get out of it again. Goes into a half guard. So close right there, Mikey, but Goat able to survive. He just needs to hold on for less than a minute.
Yeah, this very well could be a 10-8 round for Mr. Papa Doc if he doesn't get the job done with these 40 seconds left. I gotta be honest, man, this is scary for Goat 1099. If you can't see me, I know you can. I'm fidgeting with my hands because I feel for him. It will really rain down those ground and pound shots. Goat 1099 needs to pre-deny the posture up right here, right now. Not worry about anything. I know it's on a higher MS, so it's a little bit more difficult, but you got to try your best to avoid getting postured up on. That very well could have been a 10-8. Now Goat 1099, instead of just relying on winning round one, needs to sell out and get the job done in round three. Papa Doc, we're going to see a little bit of grappling up with him, I'm sure, here going into round three.
Business has just picked up as we approach the third and final round for co-main event of the evening for ESFL 115. A head kick whipping for Papa Doc in the blue gloves, Go in the red, and you have to think Go on the warpath. He wants to get another knockdown to seal this third round to play with a little bit of less of an edge. But again, Papa Doc being aggressive, he's trying to use those head kicks to fade, but he's not in distance. But here we go, Papa Doc. He's trying to be the aggressor. He's trying to slip out of the way. He knows he doesn't have much head health to play with. One mistake, tries to go for a head kick again, but he knows he's not in the right position to use them. But again, those slips. We know how dangerous those slips. Both guys try to go for it. It seems like they're mimicking each other's styles. A nice takedown. And now Papa Doc in control. Tries to go for a stack guard and doesn't get it. And now again, Mikey, this is stand up. One mistake could be the cost. And those head kicks are not in place for Papa Doc.
Yeah, I think that trip was just recently added. That's what he did to Aljamain Sterling. I thought that was pretty neat. Good stuff there from the UFC. What I'm seeing right now with that flashing of the head kick from Papa Doc is he's really making Goat 1099 think twice before he enters the pocket, which is very intelligent because he knows he got popped by that. Another
Papa Doc gets the knockdown. Incredible. I mean,
that
Papa
is
Doc
so scary.
He was able to find the momentum again from that second round, getting knocked down twice, almost losing in that contest. But now in the third round, he's able to get a knockdown. And now Go, a little flip of the script. He needs to be the aggressor now. And now he's getting hit the head held, the blockades. So low for Go. Go still pressing on. Papa still pressing on with still a couple minutes. And now a head kick from Go, not able to be in distance. And now Papa Doc in the clinch, taking his opponent down inside control.
Smart.
And this is plenty of time. 2 minutes ago right here, Mikey.
So smart right there. Get the fight down to the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2-minute warning for a potential championship attempt here for both of these fighters. They want it so bad. They're fiending for it. Goat 1099 has to get up. He does. So intelligent there. Going for that posture down. Head kick. It's over. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
With the head kick, he was implementing them from the first round, from the second round, and then the third round, he called his shot like Babe Ruth. bang! Straight into the dome of Goat 1099. Good night, kind sir. He said good day, and we see Papa Doc going into the victory column. Incredible, just like that.
Well, that's exactly what you get if you're GOAT 1099. He's flashing that head kick all fight long. He landed one, really got the knockdown in the rock, and man, he just set that up the whole fight, able to get the job done with that beautiful, beautiful head kick. I mean, Papa Doc has just been on an absolute tear. Mind you, this guy is 4-3 in the ESFL, right? So he's saying, hey, Mr. Zyaf, I know we're in the same camp, brother, but I'm coming for that title shot. That was good stuff. GOAT 1099 can't hang your head. You got caught into a perfect game plan. I just think Papa Doc was so ready for this fight, man. That was just so elite. Yeah. Papa Doc saying put some respect on it in the chat. We love to see it. The Papa kick is trademarked. It is now, brother. Fantastic showing there for Papa Doc. Able to get the job done. And Kingsley, we have this one fight that everybody has been circling. Zyaf.
Before we even go into the main event, I mean, let's just take a look back if we can in the whole fight card, because this whole fight card has been insane from the jump. I mean, the prelims, we saw incredible wars. We saw submission attempts in the main card. I mean, a lot of amazing fights. World Live, OG Bulldog was a great fight. Turk versus Host Ninja, Perseus versus Kai W. Insane. All these fights insane. Before we even get to the main event, Mikey, just like from a gut feeling, what fight impressed you the most, or what fight like caught you by surprise?
I think the fight that caught me by surprise was Mr. Papa Doc getting it done against GOAT, of course. That was a very, very shocking performance there. Papa Doc playing like an absolute killer, playing like the potential championship that he is. And Leon Stoles versus Stealth Ninja was a lot of fun. Martial Machine versus Spill Actions was so much fun. Perseus versus Kai W was a lot of fun as well, man. That was just an excellent card. I gotta say, man, this is very well could be fight card of the year, and this is not even it. Zyaf YouTube versus DavyH in this main event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so nervous. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to talk that much. I'm so excited for this fight. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Before we even get into it, Mikey, everyone in the chat, I mean, live here on Twitch and on YouTube, we're still trying to get ready. I mean, this we have a championship almost ready to go. I mean, we're ready to almost see it, but I think we're trying to say that, ladies and gentlemen, people in attendance live here on Twitch and on YouTube, it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is your main event of the evening. It is for the PlayStation ESFL Championship title belt. It is Zyaf, who is 5-0, going against DavyH, who is 3-0. Someone's O has to go, and someone has to get this title. So hopefully we get to see it. But before we even get to the fight selection screen, Mikey, just set the whole scenario. What is this between these two competitors right here?
Yeah, look, everybody knows who Zyaf is. Been on an absolute tear. I have a great interview with him. If you haven't seen that, check that out. Zyaf is an absolute killer. Fought some absolute killers himself to get to this 5-0 record, really trying to cement himself as the greatest champion of all time. He's aggressive. He's good with submissions. He can take the fight into deep waters. His ability to stay composed is up there with the absolute best. There is no one like Zyaf, because Zyaf is his own person. Whenever it comes down to it, this guy is the GOAT of PlayStation, and he's trying to prove that every time he comes out. Zyaf is a wonderful person. He works hard in the ESFL community, and he's also great. Tough to beat a guy like that. And of course, DavyH fighting his way up at a 3-0 record. You know, he's known for those excellent oblique kicks. He is a part of the No Stamina Gang, famed by Mr. Zyaf YouTube. They're both going Conor McGregor. The mirror match of Bald Connors, the Bald Kings themselves, are going to go out there and try and get the job done. And this is going to be at a high MS, so that's something to think about, Kingsley.
And again, get your predictions out. This is your main event of the evening. Again, in the red gloves, it is Zyaf, your champion, your PlayStation champion for the ESFL. on the blue. DavyH using the blue and using both Conor McGregor. Here we go, and already different kind of pace, championship level pace. Good checks of the kicks from Zyaf. Zyaf doing a good job just jabbing, using his opponent, trying to fill him out a little bit, attacking the body, but good DavyH. We saw him in this last contest on ESFL 114, doing a nice job against Warlife. Now let's see if he can repeat the same performance, working on the body, working on the legs, and working on the head health. But so far, Zyaf, he's a different kind of champion. He is willing to fight. He wants to become 6-0. He wants to stay the champ and stay undefeated, actually. And as we see, leg kicks working well for DavyH. DavyH doing some heavy emphasis on the leg kick so far, but Zyaf using his stamina to just get close to his opponent, but nice body shots, good attacks coming on the way from DavyH, but DavyH needs to watch out for the head health, Mikey.
Yeah, watch out for the head health and watch out for that body health. That's what I'm seeing the most damage being done. DavyH, of course, known for those oblique kicks, known for those very strong leg kicks as well. Can really throw those oblique kicks from any direction. Zyaf already feeling it just a little bit. Changing back into that orthodox position, that's always difficult to do. Yeah, if I'm Zyaf right here, I'm just being great, brother. Just be great. Go out there and get the job done. I know DavyH is a scary opponent, but Zyaf should just impose his will at all costs, really try and just go get the job done, Kingsley.
Yeah, and already we see already in the halfway mark, it's not going to be 3 rounds. It is for the main event right here. And good combinations, lying hot and heavy from Zyaf, able to get away and get some momentum. Oh, but as soon as that momentum is giving him some, DavyH doing a nice job, get some combinations of his own with the Conor McGregor pick. And you have to think DavyH, he's working the legs, but now he's opened up the head a little bit and just using those oblique kicks. And now Zyaf trying to use the body shots, but not able to land. And good body shots ahead of just working his way onto Zyaf's body, but Zyaf trying to use a head kick to open up, but again, the legs, making Zyaf switch his stance a little bit. He knows the emphasis on the leg kicks, and now he's trying to work his way, using that blockade, just disrupting a little bit, using those shots to pepper in some shots, but DavyH holding his own, being the contender in this matchup here, Mikey.
Yeah, DavyH is exchanging head health, long-term head health, and exchanging that for
knockdown.
Zyaf just being great. Zyaf. Letting the combinations rip, putting DavyH on his back. That's exactly what you need to see out of Zyaf. Just be great, brother. Just push. Throw those sick combos that only you and a select few know. Go out there and try and knock him down continuously. Kind of give DavyH all the wind that is in his sails right now. A big blow to the right. Not able to work those legs. Not able to work down that body, because that's what DavyH is going to continuously try to do. Nice front kick to the body. Zyaf win to it now. And DavyH got to just try and get out of this round without getting rocked and dropped again. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of DavyH. Of course, he's really doing a good job of working down those leg health. Obviously, Zyaf won that round, but DavyH doing a really good job of working down the body and working down those leg kicks.
Yeah, both guys are still dangerous. As we took a look at the fight sets, 53-48 in favor of DavyH. Significant strikes, I think, was 21 in favor of DavyH. As we get in the second round, again, DavyH in the blue gloves, and Zyaf, your champion, in the red gloves, trying to defend his PlayStation ESFL title belt right here in this main event of ESFL 115. I am your host and play-by-play commentator Kingsley. Alongside me is Yuri Thunderdome, aka Mikey Thunderdome, live here on Twitch and on YouTube. And we see just a little bit of pull action from DavyH. DavyH still trying to be the aggressor, but again, the 1-2 nicely landed from Zyaf. Zyaf trying to implement some combinations, but again, DavyH, no slouch. He deserved this opportunity. He earned it from his last performance against Warlife. And you can see total strikes landed 60-50. And right now, it's seeing the blockades being low for Zyaf. Zyaf gauging the distance. Nice left hook, blanking the head health of DavyH. DavyH needs to find a way to just not get in these trades. He needs to implement these strikes. But again, the combinations coming in from Zyaf, and it's working to his benefit right here, Mikey.
Yeah, I don't know how well a technical striking match with Zyaf is going to go if you're DavyH. He's going to have to make this fight ugly somehow. Conor McGregor not really great as he gets.
But we see a rock. DavyH coming
that is
play.
so good. Here. Yeah, we have a fight, and I'm looking at Zyaf's body health, and I'm looking at Zyaf's long-term head health. Obviously, Zyaf has a little bit of an advantage when it comes down to that long-term block health, but with Conor McGregor's power, that block means absolutely zilch zero. Ooh. He's able to really let go of those combinations that DavyH is doing and not letting Zyaf go first.
Oh, another rock.
See another rock. Able to go to the body, 2 body hooks. Could Zyaf get knocked off right here? He's trying his best to avoid that at all costs. Oh my gosh, DavyH going right back to the body.
Danger Will Robinson, he is in the danger zone for Zyaf. I mean, DavyH, you can see the momentum, the body health is super low for Zyaf. And you know, he needs to take just notice of that. But with that happening, his leaving his head health just open, and you see DavyH just building up confidence. He doesn't have much blockades, but he does have the stamina on his side. He's been working on the body to his benefit, just working the long game. Oh, he tries to go for a pull, but Zyaf comes back. Oh my God!
That's it. Oh my God.
Your
Oh
PlayStation ESFL champion, Zyaf, becoming 6-0, still undefeated. You think he was in trouble? You must not know about the champion as he takes down another one. Incredible showing by the champion.
Yeah, as Mr. Zyaf YouTube says, I do not lose, and that is still holding true. Zyaf improving to 6-0. Zyaf is as good as it gets when it comes down to it. The young champion, the young future GOAT, and I gotta be honest, he's gotta be looking at another fight with Papa Doc coming up. Of course, that's what's coming, but I know Zyaf. I know that man is thinking about one thing, and that is taking it to Xbox and really going for that champ moniker. That's what Mr. Zyaf wants. Able to get it done against DavyH. DavyH just seemed to be like a pin with the huge bowling ball that is Zyaf, rolling down the mark, getting the job done, man. Zyaf with Conor McGregor is a scary sight. Zyaf with RDA is a scary sight. Zyaf with Wonder Boy is a scary sight. The fact of the matter is Zyaf is just plain frightening. Zyaf able to just get the job done at every cost, and look at that, the nerve of the man dropping a simple GG in the Twitch chat. Hate to see it, love to see it. He's a killer, he's a winner, he's a absolute king, the young prodigy that is Zyaf YouTube.
I mean, like, he's 6-0. Who can beat him?
Nobody.
That's a legitimate question. Who can beat him? I mean, we lined up all these contenders, but again, he is 6-0. He's gone through the gambit. I mean, usually when you're going 6-0, usually you have to give up the control and let someone else play. But he's going on a roll, and if he possibly goes for the champ situation, I mean, that would be a huge mega fight. But again, this is like what we saw from Romero. I mean, he's the top of the top. If you want to go against him, you best not miss, because he's on top of the mountain and you do not want to face this guy. You don't want to be caught slipping. And like, kudos for DavyH, because I don't want to, like, even though we're putting all this huge praise on Zyaf, he won, he's the champion, but DavyH, he was able to rock Zyaf a little bit. He got him in trouble a little bit. He was able to compete with him, but again, it didn't matter. Zyaf, he was able to just calm down, know what he wanted to do. He was using a lot of stamina. He know his body health and his leg health was being targeted, but able to have that championship instinct to just hit him with a 1-2 and then an uppercut to end the fight right there. I mean, my goodness, what a performance. And it's going to be scary to see who takes that very well-earned O from Zyaf. I don't know who could do it, but I can't wait to find out who's like willing to take the challenge. I mean, as you said, Papa Dog might be having this opportunity soon. I mean, he put on a great performance. Maybe he's next in line, or maybe Zyaf goes to the Xbox side and maybe fight for a champ opportunity. Who knows? But just an incredible night of fights, 9 fights that absolutely delivered. I mean, Mikey, what could we ask more for the chat in public?
No. I think that was as good as it gets, and I think we've more than well earned your follow, earned your notification, and if you got the change, brothers, drop us a sub on Twitch and on YouTube, of course. Going back to Zyaf and who's going to beat him. It's going to take one person that I know of that could get the job done, but he just lost on this card, right? I think GOAT1099 really does a good job of making the fight competitive with Zyaf. Obviously, Papa Doc is a GOAT himself. He's going to really have to improve, really try and get that fight down to the ground, but there's one man over on the Xbox side that is currently not competing, and that is Suave Jamie. I think that fight is as interesting as it gets. I think Blake Tyler is also a fight that with Zyaf makes it as interesting as it gets. But when it comes down to this card, fight a card of the year candidate, it had fight of the year candidates, it had championship aspirations taken away. It had #1 contendership aspirations taken away. Zyaf was only the rock that stood still, got the job done. Guys, if you want to join the ESFL, if you want to get in on the fun, if you think you can beat Zyaf out there sitting behind that little keyboard of yours, brother, Come on down. Exclamation point Discord. Exclamation point ESFL. Apply. You're in the top 50. You could get in. If you're good enough, you've beaten some fighters, you could get into the ESFL and really challenge Zyaf. There's got to be somebody out there that could do it. Can you? I know I can't. I promise you that, right? So let's go out here, really drop the subscriptions, drop that follow, and join the ESFL. Come on, guys. It's a lot of fun. The Discord's a lot of fun. We're talking about the fights. We're talking about everything when it comes down to it. Really love you guys coming out here and showing love. Kingsley.
Not only that we talk about fights and like just have this amazing community, we also put on 4 fights for you every single week for this new season. Fridays, we have our affiliate leagues hosted by me, Yuri, and Crooks, and Omi at times, just showing you the next up-and-comers for the ESFL, where we see who's going to be making their way, just like Host Ninja, fighting on the prelims of a affiliate league, making its way up on this card right here. I mean, we have UFL, IXC, Primetime MMA, and then Friday, we have a Muay Thai tournaments on Fridays, which is amazing. Yuri is a part of that crew. It's always amazing times. And then Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays are our championship ESFL cards. And then Sunday, we see the Xbox or PS4 side just making their way up, trying to make a name for themselves in the way of where they can fight for a title shot. So a lot of great things happening every single time on Twitch and on YouTube. And also you can check out our VODs if you miss any of these incredible fights. I know after this event ends, I'm going to be looking at the VODs just to see how incredible those fights were, because everything was happening 100 miles per hour and it's hard to catch up and just remember every single fight. So I'm definitely going to be doing that as soon as this broadcast is over. But again, what an amazing card. What an amazing event. We still have more events coming to you. I mean, tomorrow, we have ESFL 116, which is going to be incredible. That's going to be hosted by Frank, Crooks, and myself. It's going to be an amazing time. We hope that you guys can stick around for that. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Always amazing stuff. But before we even go, Mikey, any last words for the people out there?
Man, I just got to give you guys a shout out. I got to give Zyaf a shout out. I got to give everybody that came down to the show and really enjoyed themselves. I know you guys did. I appreciate the 100 strong that stuck through, even watching the UFC, peeking over at the ESFL. We hope you watched it. And if you didn't, like Kingsley said, man, go watch that VOD. That was as good as it gets when it comes down to it. Just really want to give everybody a shout out. And guys, I hinted to this earlier. Zyaf produced this whole card.
You really did.
Yeah. Yeah. Zyaf produced this whole card, went out and won a championship in the same day. If that is not as cool as it gets, man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Zyaf. Shout out to Boiler. Shout out to EK Boss, man. Shout out to everybody that makes this stuff happen. You guys are absolute killers. Yeah. Shout out to the moderators in the chat. Shout out to the staff chat. Everybody that comes out here and makes this possible, because we all know you love it for sure. Mwah. Appreciate you guys.
So thank you guys. It's always been a pleasure. That's the best way we can end it off. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the next fight night. So without further ado, have a good one. Have a good night. I've been Kingsley. That has been Mikey Thunderdome. We'll see you guys in the next fight night. Peace out.